Hello, hello, hello. Oh, God. What is going on in the Twitch chat? I think I am trying to figure out bots and I'm not good at it yet. All right. One sec, guys. Let me push this out to social. I forgot to do that last time. Hello. Hi, Shublub. Charlie Odinoko. What's up? Hey, Shades. Okay, I have to fix this because I set up this bot that I forgot about. And now it's gonna spam my chat, I feel like. Shit. Shit, I don't know how to do it. Oh, to be a noob. To be a noob. I think I can do it on my Twitch page, actually. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna echo. Here we go. Let's see. Fuck, I don't know how to do it. All right, well, sorry about the spamming. I'll figure this out soon, I swear. Yes, indeed. Hello, Christopher. Hi, not your daddy. No, it's not my first live stream, sadly. It's my second. And I have a lot to learn. What's up, Nick? Her. That's true, Frankie. Thank you. Everyone is a noob for one day, at least. Oh. Yeah, sorry. It's gonna be a little bit of a bumpy ride for a little bit. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. The thing is, I am not like doing test streams to test things out, so I just go live and I'm like, fuck it. Hopefully everything's right. How's the sound? How's the video? Is everything okay on your guys' end? Thank you, Felix. That's very sweet of you. That's true. Oaky? Cool. Okay, great. Oh, all is perfect. Well, that's better than I could have hoped for. Hello, Ian. Welcome to the stream. Yes, I'm a streamer now. I'm halfway to e-girl. I just have to figure out how to the E part is still in progress. Hello, Aceland, Brazil. Cool. Let's do it. Let's do it. ASL. Where is everyone from? Age, sex, location. Let's do an ASL check. Hi, Angie. Okay, I'm not going to just do highs this whole stream. We have business to attend to. Storm, I just started on Twitch. This is literally my second stream. That's why I'm such a noob. And everything's always broken. YouTube's a little bit easier, but Twitch gives you so many options that I'm just like, I need to use all of them. Here we go, ASL. Ooh, all right. Whoa, everywhere. We got some in the UK, NorCal. What's up? That's where I'm from. Although I'm not there right now, I'm in SoCal. Portland, hello. St. Louis. Oh, it needs to be a mod. Thank you, Wild. I will fix that in just a second. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for helping me figure all this out. It was so sweet. A couple of you guys emailed me last time to be like, hey, here if you need assistance. I'm like, no, I'll just make it a train wreck. It's fine. Colombia, wow. Australia, hello. New Zealand, Nevada. Thanks, Matthew. Going for a spacey vibe. Jamaica, wow, we really are all over the place, huh? Thank you, Angie. I actually haven't been to Miami before. Okay, well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, wow. Thanks for watching that long. Extra tech. Since D-News, the good old days. Man, I miss D-News so much. Kentucky. Hello, Dasha. Oh, we got some folks in the UK and the Netherlands today. I tried to go live a little bit earlier because I know some of you European folks were like, it's 2 a.m. last time. To which I say, why aren't you staying up till 2 a.m? Hello? I actually am the last person to say that because I go to bed at like 10 or 11, legit. It's coronavirus. I just like my entire schedule just went out the door. Hello. Wow, there's a lot of people from Brazil. That's cool. Belarus. Wow, cool. It's so, here we are from all over the world. Very exciting. Isn't the internet magical? I am in space, Pale. I am currently in outer space. So thank you for joining me. Let's see here. All right, so we got a lot to do today. Got a lot going on. I am trying to like get a feel for what activities work, pick out a few discussion topics. So hopefully that works for you guys. For everyone that's in here right now who wasn't here last week, I am going to be streaming probably mostly exclusively on Twitch in the future. So if you want to join my stream family, I'll be on quite a lot this summer because I don't have a live. So come have no live with me and we'll make it fun. So you can follow me on Twitch and you can get notified when I go live. I'll try to do YouTube once in a while for those of you who are just like not about Twitch, but I will probably be making Twitch the main home for that stuff. Oh, from Turkey. Wow. Ozcan, thank you. Brazil has a reputation for being sex positive. I guess it depends on what you call sex positive. I know there's like more open sexuality there, but I would say it goes beyond that. I don't know a ton about Brazilian politics though. Lives are overrated. That's right. I leave my house to take my dog for a walk and go for a swim, and that's enough. Like, that's enough of the world for me. I don't need any more. Thanks, Jake, Fake Snake Cake. I like your screen name. My opinion on Super Straight. You gotta warm me up. I gotta do a little foreplay here, okay, before we get into the real shit. Gotta fluff it up a bit. Aw, thanks, Crash. Thank you. Powerful Fred. Wow, since the early Angry Atheist days. Oh, well, thank you very much. Chris! What's up, Chris? See, I figured it out. I figured out how to stream. I've been asking Chris for the past few weeks. I'm like, how do you be a streamer? And obviously I'm still learning. But he pointed me in the right direction. I love a good 4chan ploy. What would we do without it? What would we do without craven internet hellholes? Aw, thanks, Jack. Thanks for buying my book. I appreciate it. I spent a very long time on that book. Years, even. Oh man, you guys are really in the loop about a lot of things. I am not. I don't know what any of that is. Thank you, Corpse. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Kristen Godsey, I am not familiar with that name. Hi, Duxton. Hi, Cooler with Shades. Hi, Located in 44. Make less noise. Before the internet, we just stared into the abyss. That's true. Oh, thanks, Savvy Student. That's super sweet of you guys. Super sweet. I was thinking about making a video soon, my next video, about bad sex advice on the internet. Do you guys feel like there's good sex advice on the internet? Because I really go back and forth. I'm like, wow, the internet's so great. Look at all this amazing stuff. And then I just find horrible things. I'm like, oh no, this was a mistake. Back it up, back it up. Kinda janky last time. Thank you. 2-2. Yes, it will only continue. The stream will only continue to be more and more decent and less janky. Takes time. Oh, that's a good point, Odino. There's not a lot of decent advice about anything on the internet unless you know where to look. That's true. Thanks, Crystal. I haven't done sex advice in a long time, though, and I was thinking about maybe doing more sex advice stuff. The thing is, I feel like the types of things that are knocking around in my head are different than they used to be. Like, your sexuality in your 30s, the questions and things that come up are just different than when I was in my 20s. How should you deal with being canceled? It depends on what you're being canceled for, but in general, don't let people bully you, would be my overall advice. Oh, cool. Thank you, Sinlu. That's awesome. First sex advice you got growing up was on my channel. I mean, it's cool, but it's also like, it's sad that a lot of people don't have anyone to talk to about this stuff. But, you know, I think that is one of the great things about the internet, is that we can come online and find people. I feel like Reddit has a lot of interesting communities around sex advice. Like, there's, I think, Reddit After Dark. Maybe that's not quite advice. I'm trying to think of the other subreddits. There's some really distressing ones. Like, am I the asshole? I am in my 30s, John. I am. I'm 31. I'm basically a grandma on the internet. Especially on Twitch. I click around Twitch and I'm like, okay, everyone's 22. So here we are. I'll be a Twitch mom. I don't have kids, but I will pretend that I'm a Twitch mom. No Discord yet, Odinoko. I'm working on that because in the future I want you guys to be able to call in if you like. And actually talk on the phone. Well, it's not the phone. But to talk auditorily. And so I'm going to set up Discord to do that in the future. A GILF. Oh, great. I just went right past MILF and went to GILF. Yes. Iceland, I have had depression. I talked about it a lot on my channel in the past. But I am not dealing with it by making videos on the internet anymore. I used to be like in so much despair and just like didn't know who to talk to that I would just make videos, which probably isn't healthy. Oh, Supra, you're too sweet. An effing natural at streaming. Thank you. That's really nice of you. I used to stream a very long time ago. For those of you who are not here from 12 years ago, whenever that was, I used to stream on Blog TV all the time. And I made a lot of friends who I met in person. We like got together from around the world, Netherlands, UK. I met a bunch of people there. I met some people in Ireland and then around the US too. And like my friends that I made on Blog TV way back in the day are like really good lifelong friends. Like I have been friends with them longer than a lot of people that I meet in person. They did have streams 12 years ago. I guess I'm really earning my GILF badge right now. Max, I didn't delete anything. I just don't know how to make it so that you can watch the streams after, but I will do that. I meant to do it this last time. Sorry, I made a long list and I didn't get to everything. Yeah, so the blog TV days were a really long time ago, and it was a very different world then. I remember that Shane Dawson used to like tease me, low-key bully me on blog TV. Because that's when I was in my angry atheist days. And I was a little bit insufferable, so maybe I needed to be made fun of a little bit. But yeah, so I stopped streaming for, I don't know, maybe almost a decade. And now we're back. So cheers to restreaming. I have my Harry Potter wine glass here. Oh no, this bot is like yelling at me now. I'm having trouble functioning, it says. Oh no. Okay, I gotta mod this thing. How do I do that? Okay, just pretend I know how to technology. I can do this. I think if I go into my own chat and type mod, let me try this. Stream, what is it? Labs. Did it work? I think it worked. Hopefully it stops yelling at me now. Do you know how distressing it is to be yelled at by a robot? I prefer angry internet people to a robot because the bot's just persistent. You were angry? Mia, I mean, I wasn't that angry, but a little bit. I think I had posted some very angry rants because this was like the time when I had just discovered I'm not Mormon anymore. Like my whole family and my whole life is Mormon, and I was fighting with my dad a lot, like a lot, all the time, and it was really intense. And I just, you know, kind of turned to the internet. Mildly irritated. That's true. I was mildly irritated. Well, I was moderately irritated, but on a daily basis, only mildly. Let's say that. Because I have gone back and looked at the videos that I made when I was like 17, 18, some of them that I've since privated, and it's kind of cringy. There's some major cringe in there. Maybe someday I'll do a video like watching my very, very old YouTube videos, like ones that aren't on the internet anymore. The problem with that is then I'd have to put them on the internet again. You're part of Mormon Stories podcast for a minute. That's awesome. I love the Mormon Stories podcast, and I love John. He is amazing. He really is so cool. He's one of the kindest people I've ever met on the internet. Just a beautiful person. You love to see it. We love some good internet folks. How do I feel about the Shane Dawson drama? Which one? I feel like every other week there's a Shane Dawson drama. I'm not gonna like take a stance on that because I do not know enough about it. Chris, you are a mod, by the way. He just texted me saying make me a mod. You should be a mod. Unless I modded another fake Chris. Shit, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. I shouldn't look at my text messages while I'm talking to you guys. It's not cool. Do Mormons really wear all white, or is that just in the porn? Oh God, there's Mormon. Of course there's Mormon porn. I didn't want to think about it. I had blocked that reality from my brain. I kind of want to watch a Mormon porn now. Is that weird? Oh, okay. Good deal. Oops. Okay, well, there's some accidental mods, and you know what? I trust you. This is a blind mod streamer relationship we're gonna go into here. It's like blind dating, but not. Yeah, the Mormon underwear really does go down to your knees on the shorts. And then for women, I remember, there's like a half sleeve, like a cap sleeve, to prevent you from wearing tank tops. And then the men's goes down a little longer, I think, all the way down here, and it just covers your whole body. The women's is one piece, the men's are two piece. There might be two pieces for women, I don't know. I'm not a Mormon underwear specialist. But I did grow up thinking that was normal underwear because that's what my parents wore. And so imagine my realization when I got older and saw people in underwear for the first time. I was like, wait, of course, people don't all wear the Mormon underwear. I legitimately had never seen boxers before. Like, that was a learning experience. Oh, that's a good idea, push button. We should just make everyone a mod. Just duke it out like the Hunger Games. Yeah, I'm gonna be, kind of handing out the mods loose and fast in the beginning because on Twitch, once I start streaming on Twitch exclusively, it's just gonna be a few of us, and there might be mean people on Twitch. I have no idea. Although, like, 90% of what I see is people playing, like, chess and playing in hot tubs. I don't know if they're just recommending that to me. I'm like, I watched a hot tub stream once, and now it's all hot tubs all the time. Seems pretty sweet. Although, you know what I was thinking about the hot tub stuff? Like, are people just filling up hot tubs in their apartments and in their houses? Like, that is just waiting for someone to have an accident where they just flood their house on stream. I wish that on no one, but I would be amused watching it. Are we still on the Mormon underwear? Yes, it's all white. It's all white. It's no colors, just white. Pure, delicious garments. They're called garments. They don't call it underwear, they call it garments. Twitch is garbage. Well, you know what? It's hard being an ethically consistent internet person because everything is garbage. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm in a dumpster. Like, what corner of the dumpster is the least bad? I gotta figure that out. Tutu, thanks for the super chat. Do you still consider yourself an atheist? Yes. I am indeed an atheist. Now, I'm not sure why that didn't pop up. Oh, gosh. I'm so bad at this. Maybe I have to move it up. Be at the front. Okay. So, I don't think I'll do the hot tub streams just because I can't afford a hot tub. I don't know, like, how are these people paying for this expensive hot tub situation? And then also, oh, there it goes. Thanks for following, Wolfie. Also, I'm terrified of being electrocuted in said hot tub. But I gotta admit that I am a huge fan of sitting in hot tubs for way too long until I get very, very wrinkly and pruny, and, my body is just a tiny little prune. So the idea of doing that while just chatting with people does sound great. It seems like people get really mad at the hot tub streamers too, though, so maybe not at first. I have plenty of things to make people mad on the internet. Plenty of things to get the whole world mad at me. Oh, cool. Thank you for following Xylotur. God, I wish I could say all your screen names correctly. But if I could have one online superpower, that would be it. Say screen names correctly. I'm sorry. How do I shut that sound off? I'm sorry. I really suck at this. I feel a little bit bad that I don't know what the hell is going on. Maybe I'll shut off the follows. Then it'll just happen less. It's a cam girl bell. Okay, is a cam girl by definition a sexual thing? Or is it like a girl on camera? Like, am I a cam girl right now? It is a sexual thing. Okay. Because I feel like I've seen people use it in the old days, like way back when. Cam girl was definitely like sexy time camera. But I feel like I've seen people use it more fluidly, and maybe that's just because a lot of people came online and don't know what they're talking about. The internet has just literally gotten bigger. That's a thought that keeps me up at night. The internet just keeps getting bigger. Like, there's more and more people on it. So maybe why the internet used to be better is just because nobody was here. It was just us by ourselves. Oh, that's an e-girl. See, then there's the e-girls. God. I'm so old. Cam girls, e-girls, hot tub meta. I don't identify as a cam girl. Let's say. Elena, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. I don't know why there's a zombie there. That's just the way it is. I gotta write down all the things I have to figure out when I'm not streaming. Okay, here's the list. Zombie? Question mark. Cam girl bell. Why? How? We'll see where that gets us. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the cancel culture video, Deli. So I need your guys' opinion. On a scale of 1 to 10, how cringe would it be if I made a few videos about some critiques of, like, the social justice stuff that I love? Because I feel like anytime someone makes even the slightest critique, it's like, you're alt-right! You're a Nazi! You know what I mean? That happened to me, the literal moment I said anything like that was not allowed. Sure, do it. The thing is, I would never want to, like, actively hinder any of those causes. Like, I would never want to do harm. But I am not of the opinion that doing harm is, like, you know, talking about things. I gotta shut that one off, too. What did... Oh, my God. Oh, there's two. Oh. God. Okay. You can just be alt-left. Yeah. You're uniquely qualified to talk about it. Audacity, sometimes it feels like I have some kind of weird experience in this space that needs to come out of me. It needs to, like, exist in the universe, that outside of my body. Static, thank you for the super chat. Not cringe at all. Why ask? It's your opinion, girl. If you think what you think, stand on it. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't mind being cringe, but I just don't want to, like, I don't know. I feel like so much of the discussion about this online is just like, it makes me cringe. Do you know what I mean? I'm asking because I am cringing. And I'm like, oh, am I going to, like, join the collective cringe that is all the conversations about this stuff? It's just, you know, it's a thought. It's a thought that's on my mind. Do an interview. I do interviews on my podcast, Cooler with Shades. I do the podcast thing. That's, like, a better medium for interviews, I feel like. But maybe I should do some live interviews. Maybe we'll do that sometime. Stream summer 2021. Let's go. There's always room for improvement. That's true. Social media is cringe. That's true also. Yeah. These are valid points. Life is cringe. It's true. I don't know. I just hate getting boxed into things that don't fully represent, what I feel in my soul. But you can't always avoid that on the internet. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just have to deal with that. Oh, yeah. I love Blocked and Reported. Space Getters. I love Jesse and Katie. They're wonderful. Jesse, I'll probably have them both on my podcast at some point. But Jesse, I've been trying to get something on the books with him. I like liberal people who can actually have a conversation about stuff without it being like, oh my God, you're a horrible bigot, and just like having a meltdown about everything at every turn. It just gets exhausting. And I know this because I did it for years. Like I toured all around the US. Lots of schools. Oh my God, these are the fucking things are going on again. I don't know how to make it stop. Thank you for following, though. It's not that I don't want you guys to follow. It's just that the ding ding. I don't know how to stop the ding ding. Let's try that. It's hard. Your roommates. One literally said she did not like discussions. I mean, look, some people don't like discussions, and that's fine. But, like, that's not where I'm coming from. Thank you for the super chat, Charles. I'm not sure if you live in the Bay Area still, but how do you feel about the general state of it? Super sad for me. Oh, I don't live in the Bay Area anymore, so I'm not quite sure what you're referring to specifically. The Bay Area has a lot of problems, though. Part of the reason why I don't live there is just because it's so freaking expensive. And, like, there's so much gentrification and, like, displacement. And that's like, a natural result of becoming one of the biggest hubs in the world for technology. But it causes a lot of problems for the local community. I feel for them. And I love the Bay. I might move back someday. Who knows? Can I do a video about communism? I don't know enough about communism to do a whole video on it. Although that doesn't really stop a lot of people. Oh, yeah, the wildfires, right? We have them here, too. Last year, we had to be evacuated. I don't know if you guys know the YouTuber Davey Wavy, but he let me and my puppy stay at his house because my whole area was being evacuated. Isn't that so freaking sweet? Coming through. That is the YouTube friends coming through. Static, cringe on, but you know your opinion no matter who you are. Even in the chat, it's worth the time you have to try and you won't get boxed in. That's true. And that's actually one of the things I like about the streams too, is like being able to hash out thoughts and ideas without having to be so pointed about it, which you do in videos. You need to like really get to the point. No time to waste. Thank you for that super chat, Static. You live in Michigan and you have no natural disasters, but you have horrific snow, right? Because I can't do snow. Snow is a no for me. I like to look at it, and I will put on like ambiance videos of snow when it's winter and it's 90 degrees outside where I live. But I'm scared of it. Like, I don't know how to drive in it. It gets dirty. Like, being in Boston, I'll never forget, like, the huge, just tunnels of dirty snow everywhere. And someone had to scoop that up. You know what I mean? Seems like a lot of work, having snow. But it's also a lot of work here with, you know, the heat. You can't go outside, so it's a lot of work to sit here in the air conditioning and try to stay cool. Yeah, snow is beautiful. It is really beautiful, I'll give it that. And I like to vacation sometimes places where there's snow. You know, it's cozy. can be all cuddled up, build a fire. Yeah, I love that. Kidder says, I left San Francisco recently. So sad what's going on there with all the crime because the DA there doesn't want to prosecute anyone. A guy who should have been in jail for prior years ran over and killed somebody? Oh my god. What is going on in San Francisco? I feel like all my friends from San Francisco are leaving. They're all just moving. I'm like, wait, I need somewhere to stay when I come back. Could someone just stay put, please? Dallas, thank you for the super chat. I'm a small creator, but multiple times I've had commenters say I look like your guy twin, which is cool because you've always been an inspiration. Since the olden days of YouTube, keep doing what you do. Dallas, that's so sweet of you. Guy twin, huh? I'm going to have to look up your channel. I feel like people tell me I look like celebrities that I don't look like at all. And then when I tell friends that they look like celebrities, they're like, no, not a chance. That's not me. So maybe we just all see each other, like ourselves differently, you know? Warren Scholl, thank you for the super chat. Have you considered talking to Vosh? Is it Vosh or Vaush? I'm sorry, I'm really not very online. Talking to him about what? I would talk to him, sure. I feel like we agree on a lot of stuff, so. It might be boring. It's not as fun to talk to people who you agree about everything with. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I get on a vibe with people who we agree with a good amount of stuff. But then, divergent. Why is this? What is this? That's what I like. I don't want to be around someone who I have literally nothing in common with either. Do you know what I mean? Where do I begin? Where do I go? I can't. That's not much to work with. We cannot be in complete and utter disagreement with each other about literally everything. Love a good debate. Yeah, Crystal. But I feel like having things in common is what makes it not actually like a debate. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, oh yeah, well, we agree about most stuff. So when you get tired of arguing, you can fall back on that. Controversial discussions are the best discussions. Yeah, well, that's why they do so well on YouTube, right? Haha. I like controversy less than I used to. I used to like kind of find it magnetic, you know, like this exciting orb of forbidden ideas or something. But now it's like there might be some annoyingness that, or I'm just tired, maybe. It's like I'm interested in controversial opinions, but so many people use it now as like a stand-in for their personality or like anything interesting, like forming interesting ideas. Does that make sense? Static, thanks for the super chat. White folks look alike a lot. LBZ obs, not going to lie, but use something else. Alright, Static, you gotta calm down. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. So, before we continue chatting, which I'm thoroughly enjoying, let me throw this up here. So tonight, we're going to have a couple discussions, a couple different topics. But in the meantime, you can type... Oh, I forgot to put that in my... Such a noob. Forgot to put this in my Twitch title, but if you type exclamation confess or exclamation advice, it's going to give you a fancy little link to confess or ask for advice. We did it last week and it was really fun, and actually it gave me some video ideas, so I want to do that again. You know, it's good to know what's going on in your guys' heads. I will add a little, like, plea with that, though. Not advice that you need therapy for. Okay? Not a therapist. Can't do that. I can try to be helpful, but... Let's see if I can move this thing. Chat box. There we go. Look at me, guys. Look at me figuring it out. I am still in California, dead meat. Okay, so that is open, and I will leave that open for the next 15 minutes or so, and then we will dive into that. Yeah, boy. Is the advice thing working? The little exclamation? Please something work right. Oh, PSP, yes. Visited Chico several times. Love Chico. Love Chico. Charles Fritz, thanks for the super chat. Can you interview Barbara Horvat? Let me write it down and I will look into that, because let me tell y'all, getting people booked for interviews on podcasts is a huge, cannot overstate how huge of a pain in the ass it is. Because people have lives, which personally I hate. Why do you have to have a life? Your life should be talking to me, talking to random podcasters on the internet. So why they have to do other things and always be scheduling, I don't know. Why? Just tell me a date and time, I'll be there. So I have to... Got a froggy. Basically what that means is that I have to invite a lot of people to do a podcast, and then like it'll take 6 months, like over the next 6 months. Thank you. Do you like my watch tan? This is pretty brutal. I started swimming. My tan lines on my back are actually way worse, believe it or not. I am cooked. I am crisp. Spend 2 days in the sun and suddenly I'm a toasty girl. Oh yeah, Bridget Fedesi, she's been on my list for a while too. I forgot about later. Yeah, you guys can always email me suggestions. Honestly, please send me suggestions of who I should talk to, like what their thing is, what we can, maybe have a good conversation about. Oh yeah, I'm getting that D. Crazy Fire, I am getting the D. All of the D is mine. Johnny, hi. You're so sweet. You make me smile. Debate Ben Shapiro, no. It can't be. There's got to be a vibe. It's not just people who have opinions different than me. They also have to have a vibe. You know what I'm saying? We're chilling. It ain't that serious. So people who are like very amped all the time and everything's so serious and like, I can't do it. It ruins my vibe. It's bad for your mental health. I mean, it could be. It could be bad for your mental health to be mad online all the time. That is definitely true. But some people are just like, that's what makes them feel good. Not me. Yeah, bad faith. I mean, I'm not going to assume anyone's bad faith until I have very clear evidence that they're acting in bad faith. But yeah, it's got to be chill. If we're going to talk about difficult things on the internet, for me, it's got to be like, all right, we're going to like be normal and not insane. It's a good place to start. Everyone needs to just be on a vibe. Oh no, Static. Oh no. Oh no. This is not going to be a try to talk Lacey into taking off her bra on stream situation. How do I feel about non-monogamy? For myself? Tried it. It ain't for me. But, it's funny, Froggy. Sorry. I get your guys' responses like after I've moved on. But yeah, non-monogamy for some people can be great. I will say that I think people like should experiment and such, but the way that I see a lot of people experiment with non-monogamy is like borderline not ethical. Do you know what I mean? They're like with their partner for 5 years. They're like, hey, by the way, I'm going to sleep with other people. And if you're not down, then maybe you should be a little more enlightened. Yeah, it isn't for everyone. But it's for some people. You know, everyone, should just do their own thing. You want to ask a troll question? No troll questions. Charles Fritz, try and get Christian Westbrook from Ice Age Farmer. I'll write down the name. I don't know what that is. Jesse Ingram, thank you for the super chat. Are you constantly so smiley and perky in person, or is that just an online persona for video and stream? I really like your positive vibes, but it seems like it would be difficult to maintain 24/7. Nobody is 24/7 what they are on the internet. Like, this is just one part of me. But I am kind of like this in person when I'm socializing. It's pretty much the same. I got a froggy, and it won't go away. Thank you for the super chat. You know my name? Whoa, haven't heard about you since 2016. YouTube suggested your stream, so I'm back here. What happened? And how have you changed since then? Well, that was 5 years ago. So, that's a little while ago. How have I changed? I haven't changed. I've been sitting in the same spot for 5 years. Just growing steadily chiller. Oh. Yeah, I would say 2016 me was less comfortable with who I am than now. But I also feel like that's a life thing. Like, as we go through life, we get more comfortable with who we are. We understand who we are. We accept ourselves. Maybe. I hate myself less. And that's always great, isn't it? It's good not to hate yourself. Oh, thank you, Zanrim, for the donation. Just wanted to say, big fan. Love your content. That's very sweet of you. Really appreciate it. I'm like trying to figure out my voice, my topics, everything. All the things. Thanks, Tom. I hate you less too. Wow. How very kind. By your 30s, you hate yourself less if you're successful. Well, Nail Bunny, I would argue that part of hating yourself less is not tying your self-worth and value to, like, capitalist achievement. Success, whatever that is, deserves to be unpacked, I think. Like, what is success? And I've actually had this conversation with myself a lot because there was so much pressure, like, Time magazine writes about you and calls you Millennial Dr. Ruth. Bitch, how am I supposed to follow that up? Okay, I just want to be chilling. I did not want to be doing all that. So there's a lot of outside pressure, on me, and I'm sure on you guys too, to be something, to do something, to, constantly be climbing, constantly be doing more and more and more and more and more. And I have come to the conclusion that that is not the road to happiness, and it's not how I'm going to define success either. Success for me is feeling happy every morning. So I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? It's going to be different for everyone. You got to find out what that means. Yeah, that's certainly true, Richard. Open to other viewpoints. I think part of what made me more open to other viewpoints is A, having people who are in your tribe, right, shit on you constantly. You're like, oh, wait, what is happening here? And also you get older. You realize the world is complex. People are complex. They're not simply good or bad, this or that. There are a lot of things. We're all a lot of things, so. Sorry, I have a squeaky keyboard. Squeaky keyboard. But it's a mechanical keyboard, which makes it worth the squeak. Oh, well, thank you, Gamer by Choice, for the super chat. I wish you much success and happiness. That's very, very sweet. Success. Define it for yourself. All right. So, on the internet, this week, I did an internet this week. Yeah, I did it. All right. And I will be honest, I don't use Twitter that much anymore. I try to interact once a year on Twitter. But I do, like, scroll it sometimes, and a bunch of people were arguing about this issue of kink at Pride. Kink, adult sexuality, you know, is it appropriate at Pride? Yes, I did one whole internet this week. One. Just one. Yes, I enjoyed my weekly internet. Thank you guys for looking out for me. Yeah, so I thought that was an interesting, I know like a bunch of people made videos and tweets. Yeah, Vosh had gone on a rant about it. It's interesting to me that kink and LGBT stuff often end up canoodling as communities, as sexuality experiences, and I guess in physical spaces too. But those are obviously two very different things, so my initial response to that was like, well, maybe there should be places for people to do the kink thing, you know, that is not a place where children are going to be, you know, you have queer couples who are out with their kids and stuff, and maybe they're not comfortable with that, in being in their faces, and I get that. I also feel like there should be places for people to safely express that part of themselves in a way that is consensual, that is not, you know, trying to, that is not going to be violating people's boundaries. Because I think if you are doing sexual stuff in person, in public, that is, you are, yeah, Crazy Fire. I think this is what you're saying. You're doing non-consensual stuff, like you're bringing other people into your kink. And people should have a choice whether they want to be a part of your little sexy experience or not. The internet is safe for kinks. That's true. Definitely does at San Francisco Pride. Yeah, San Francisco Pride was a experience for me. The first time I went, I was like, oh, wow, there is a lot happening here. I also went to, I think it's called the Folsom Street Fair? Folsom? Who knows the name of it? Someone out there. I know there's a few Bay Area people here. Folsom Leather Parade? I don't know what it is. I forgot the name of it. But there is a kink parade event in Folsom Street Fair. Thank you, Aviella. There is a kink event in San Francisco. Very San Francisco of them. Where people can kind of like go do the thing. But I still wonder, like, I guess if it's relegated to a specific public place and no one has to move through that place to get to work or to get on BART, you know, public transit or whatever, then it's probably okay. But it is strange to me that there are people who think that public expressions of sexuality are by default consensual because they're cool with it. All right. It's very nice for people with public kinks. So what do you guys think? I want to know what your guys' thoughts about this are. I think most people would agree that Pride needs to be a family-friendly event because, you know, people have families. I have 0 kinks. Does that make me boring, or should I explore more? No, Jake. It's okay to not have kinks. I feel like porn and modern sexuality has made it so that people feel like if they don't have all of these kinks and, you know, aren't immediately diving into this stuff, then there's something wrong with them. Like, maybe it used to be the other way around, right? Like, having kinks, people felt like, oh, is there something wrong with me? Am I a weirdo? Am I broken? Am I a freak? And now, these days, I hear more and more people asking the other direction. Like, is it okay for me to just like vanilla sex, or is that a problem? Am I not enlightened enough? No. Fuck how you want. Never apologize for it. Consensual, safe, all that, you know. It's okay to do your own thing. All right, let's see what you guys are feeling on this. The objective of Pride is to not be necessary. So long as there's controversy, there should be Pride. Is the objective of Pride to not be necessary? That's an interesting thought. I suppose so, in a sense, huh? Like, you get to a point where it's so accepted that you don't need a space, you don't need to be actively reclaiming it. I think that's what you mean, right? Emma, my only thing is there's so much sexuality in advertising that the line does not need to be so extreme. But yes, we should be considerate of other people. That's why I try to shut my curtains when I change. Respect for other people's sensibilities and the potential of kids saying. That's very nice of you. Gotta think about the neighbors, right? Objective of Pride is truth. Xylator, I think it depends on how expressive. I'm not familiar with public expressions of kinks. Well, I'll tell you, my first experience at Folsom Street Fair, I was walking with some friends, and some guy at the fair came up to me and put a collar on me, and it had a leash. I was like, excuse me? No, sir. Who the fuck are you? Yeah, I know. No. So even in those, like, publicly sanctioned spaces, I feel like boundaries are so not respected. Keep in mind, I was, like, definitely underage when that happened, too. Oh, boy. Yeah, the consent, right? It's like people need to think harder about consent. Even in those sex positive spaces, I mean, I have found that sometimes some of the worst stuff comes out of those sex positive spaces because people get into a mindset where they're like, we're so enlightened. We figured it out. Everyone here is comfortable and like unpacked all their stuff and we're all vibing. And they just assume that everyone's, you know, on the same page and feels the same way and is down to have a fucking leash put on them. I don't know. Bro, what are you doing? Why would you think, exactly, why would you think that's okay? But I think there was this sense that like, oh, we're all here, we're having this experience together at this fair, and so it's fine. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And I was really, like, so caught off guard that at first I went along with it. I was like, oh, is this what happens at this place? Is this normal? No, ma'am. Thank you for the super chat. Mandrona, thoughts on gay sides? Neither top nor bottom. I have always thought that the top and bottom descriptors are unnecessarily restrictive. I mean, if you've watched my sex ed videos, you know, good chunk of them, chances are you've come across my philosophy that we do not need to be constantly putting things in boxes. It's not helpful. I'm all about getting rid of the box. And if you need terms to describe stuff, like if you really are a true top or a true bottom, fine. But if you go up to people and like, you need to tell me if you're a top or a bottom because otherwise I don't know how to relate to you sexually, that can be a problem, right? Because then other people are like, oh, I need to figure out what box am I in? Maybe the sides language can, help people navigate that. And that's the other thing, when the boxes are enforced, then people make more language for stuff. And then people get mad. Oh, that's not a word. That's not a real thing. Da, da, da. It's like, it is a real thing because people are literally using these words to describe themselves, to describe a real thing. That is how language works. But yeah, I mean, I am obviously not a gay man. I'm not a lesbian. I am a fluid person, although most of my partners have been men. So, maybe there's something I'm missing there. Static, thank you for the super chat. Complacency, even in sexually comfortable spaces, breeds the breaking of boundaries. Sometimes it's kind of sad. Yes, I think that's true. And, the word complacency can be complicated because it's like, we don't want people to feel like they have to be on edge all the time. Like for me, the difficult space to navigate is, how do we create an environment that's very comfortable for people to just, do and be, but also know that their boundaries and, needs are going to be respected without getting so like over the top and we need to like have this huge conversation or sign this contract before you come into this space, And I don't know if there's an in between there. I really don't. Dennis, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate it. So that's kind of where I'm at. Meta-kink shaming, meta-kink shamers. Oh dear. There's layers. A fluid person, not solid or crystalline. That's right. I feel like even the word fluid has been made into like an identity. It's not an identity, it's just like, I feel like my sexuality and identity and experience of the world is just open to what I feel, whatever that might be. I may be myself. Haha, indeed. The code has been cracked. You can label someone or yourself, just don't be so religious about it. That's a great point, Ethereum. It really is, and this is something that I have discovered over time with a lot of this stuff, is that a lot of the problem with all of this sexuality, gender stuff is the dogma. It's not the labels, it's not the this, it's not the that. You do you, they're gonna do them, It's the dogma, like, you need to feel this way, or you need to do this thing, or you need to use this label or not use this label, and it's like, I understand sometimes there are difficult, tricky, complex politics involved in the language we use and stuff, but wherever possible, can we just not? Let's just all chillify. The live and let live philosophy. Yes, I do identify as bisexual. If you want to put a label on it, we'll do that. Thanks for the donation, Gummy Cat. Replace the zombie head with your head. That sounds hard. But I will try. Yeah, I used to use the term pansexual, and that's fine. I don't use that term anymore because for me, claiming of that term was because people told me that I was transphobic if I used the term bisexual. And so I was like, oh, well, I mean, this does kind of describe everything that I feel. I could go for both, I guess. But I really did feel heavily pressured in early Tumblr internet days to, like, never mention the term bisexual. Because otherwise, you are a horrible bigot. And sexually attracted to pans. That was a fun video. I see that GIF making the rounds sometimes, and I'm like, Baby Lacey. That was a baby Lacey moment. Very chill with people telling me their pronouns. It's a good thing to be chill about. It ain't a big deal. Same experience, kidders. Bisexual is a label that fits me best too, and felt pressure to use pansexual. Yeah, honestly, the main reason why I don't like pansexual is because no one knows what it means. Except people who watch my video, maybe. Or like read, geeky sex shit online. But I'm not gonna like tell someone who I just met, who I'm having a conversation about this stuff, that I'm pansexual. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to describe it in that much detail. Yeah, that's true static. The thing I do like about these descriptors is that it allows folks to figure themselves out. And that is where all this language can be useful. In discussing the new terms and stuff, like, if there's a term that describes you that's super validating and liberating sometimes. This is not the same thing, obviously, but I would say there's a similar phenomenon with, like, health problems. Sexual orientation is not a health problem, obviously, but this idea of I'm experiencing something in my body and now I have a name for it, like getting a diagnosis for a health problem. It's a similar sort of thing where now I can better talk about it and understand what's going on. Raina, I'm kind of done with the whole pressure from woke SJW. I find myself pushing back even when I don't necessarily disagree. Oh, I feel that. I think that the woke scolding, the condescension, the you are never enlightened and righteous enough really grates on people. Really grates on them. And it's inspiring a backlash. Like, take a look around. This shit is not working. This didn't work out. Try another one. Oh boy. Who you're attracted to and who you want to have sex with is honestly the least interesting thing about a person, right after race and gender. Tom, I tend to agree with you in the general scheme of things. When I'm in a sex ed discussion or space, then those things become more relevant. It's important to me to know kind of what someone's identity and life experience is, right? But if I'm just going to a party and someone wants to tell me about their race or sexual orientation, I'm going to be like, okay. Certainly there are more interesting, silly things we could be canoodling around right now. Corpus, what should you be offended about today? I'll try to find something for you to be offended about by the end of this chat. Thank you, Atheist Unicycle. Nice to hear from you. Yeah. People get a kick out of being moralistic and manichean. I feel like I've seen that word before, but I don't know what it means. You guys are too freaking smart with all your big words. Mithrin Deer, the problem with anti-woke rhetoric is how easily it gets appropriated into amplifying right-wing reactionary talking points. Yes. 100. That's why I've been wondering, should I do more social justice critiques? That's part of it. There's this pressure to act in the grand scheme of everything. And part of me is just I want to just treat this tiny internet corner like a tiny internet corner, not like I need to think about all of the political repercussions for the entire world and every cause I care about. And yet you do have to, kind of. You can't completely ignore all that stuff, Some spectrum gradients are extremely sharp, like sex. Oh, Bob. I agree. Sex is a spectrum, but it's not, it's not without form. It's not a formless blob sex. Because I see that now, people trying to say sex doesn't exist, all this stuff. What? What? Tell that to my boobs that won't fit into anything, and my period, and sexual assault experiences. There are experiences in the world that are shaped by our bodies. Unfortunately, I wish it weren't the case. Imagine a world where you could hold private beliefs. Jake, that is not what the internet is for. The internet is to broadcast every internal stupid thought that we all have constantly. And if you aren't doing that, then what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Don't blame the period boobs. Oh, I will blame them. Period boobs are responsible for like at least half of my discomfort and unhappiness every month. How do you feel about the term birthing people? If someone called me a birthing person, I might have an episode. Do not call me a birthing person. Like, for me, my entire, like, issue, my feminist issue, is being seen as, you know, a baby maker or something. But you know what? If someone is really into being called a birthing person, I will call them that, but do not call me that. Big North, thank you for the super chat. I almost said Snapchat, which I haven't used for years. I don't always agree with everything you speak about, but I always enjoy hearing your views, and I don't mind being challenged. It's the best way to grow and improve. Thank you, Big North. I really appreciate that, and I feel strongly the same way. That's why a lot of my friends are kind of like people that confuse people. They're like, why are you guys... Like when I dated Chris, although that is less confusing because everyone thinks he's something that he's not. So that was like a whole other thing. But some of my friends are legitimately do not share my views. Probably aren't very feminist. It's hard, but I get off on the challenge a little bit. I have weird kinks, okay? I will not be kink shamed. Kink shum. It works if you're actively giving birth. That's true. At that moment, you are a birthing person. Why would you be friends with people who don't share your values? Well, I will say this. My closest friends are all feminists. Like, the people that I see every week and stuff we share the same views, like 90% plus. But I do have friends who I don't because I think there are other things about those people that I like. Like, maybe we're not going to be politically on a vibe, right? But we're both really into XYZ. So that happens a lot. And on YouTube, sometimes the thing we share in common is just that we do YouTube, you know? And sometimes that's enough to connect with someone in a brief moment or for a night. You know, you're going out with friends or whatever, and that's enough. You don't have to have, like, that super deep connection. I don't have to have that super deep connection with everyone. But like I said, my really close friends, we tend to share similar political views. And then, like I said, I kind of get off on talking to people who challenge me, who are open to me challenging them. And we can have like a, you know, little something. Little debate. Little discussion. Makes you feel alive. Makes me feel rage also. Yeah, it really is about the type. And the word friend is so broad, right? Like, there are a lot of people that I would call a friend, but they are not, that relationship is not the same across all those people. Like, my friendships are all very different. Some people, you know, we talk about some things, other things, we connect on this, we connect on that. And you can decide how much of yourself you want to give to that. So, you know, I keep my inner circle with people that I really vibe with. And those are also people that I can kind of like be a little bit of a troll with and pitch heretical opinions to. And they're not going to be all offended at me all the time. All my friends who got really offended at me left. So we are left with the not that upset at being offended people. I mean, I've always been kind of a heretical person. I'm an atheist in a Mormon, super Mormon family. Like, come on. Maybe that's where my weird, like, drive for controversy and difference comes from. Everything goes back to childhood. Sometimes I eat. I'm about to go to bed, staying up till midnight for some computing coursework. Hope you have a good evening in the States. Thank you. I hope that you had a good homework session. Study up. Wow, Jessica, thank you so much for following. Since sex ed. Look, I'm going to do more sex, not sex ed, sex stuff, I think. I'm kind of like on that vibe right now. I wasn't for a while. It's just like, I'm burnt out. I can't. I spoke at almost 200 different events about sex in like a very short amount of time. And after that, I was just like, I need to sleep for 10 years and never talk about this again. I was killing it. It's true. I was like really killing it. But honestly, that period of my life, I legitimately barely remember. Isn't that weird? I think back on all those events and people and experiences, and like I am constantly forgetting things that happened because I think it's because so much happened in a really short blip of time, and I was not present. I was just stressed, constantly just working, preparing presentations, trying to be awake. And this is before I drank coffee. Can you believe that? I did not drink coffee when I was touring around everywhere. Believe it or not, I did not drink coffee until I went to Chris's house. Well, Chris's mom's house. We went to his parents' place for Christmas vacation or something a few years back. And it was so fun. Like spending Christmas, New Year's time in New York is super magical. But his mom is a total friggin' sweetheart and made us huge, huge breakfast. Every morning, just like an enormous feast of food. And one morning, she made a huge cup of coffee to go with our breakfast, and she had it sitting at my spot, and I was like, I am not going to tell this woman that I won't drink this, because she just made me a huge, beautiful feast. So, guess I'm drinking coffee. So I drank it, and I was like, wow, my Mormon brainwashing really did me dirty on this one, because it's so good. So now I drink 10 cups a day. Not really. 1 to 2 cups. 1 to 2. Yeah, we like went into the city later that day, and I just like drank coffee at every place we passed. It's like my eyes had been opened. But now I'm like, okay, it's not good because now I can't feel fully awake without coffee. And I used to feel so alive. How? I'm an addict. Yeah, it's not a good idea to drink it every day. I just really love how it tastes. It's really just the caffeine. Go fast. Do shots. Coffee shots. Oh, man. Yeah, well, I really like bitter stuff, Tim. And I really like chocolate, so coffee is kind of bittery, chocolatey. It's right up my alley. I know, decaf, I know. Someday, I say that, I'm like, I'll do decaf at some point. We'll get there. I do put limits on my coffee drinking. I only have 1 cup in the morning, and if I have a really long day, late night, then I'll have 1 more before 3 p.m. That's it. What am I drinking? Moonshine. I've never had moonshine. What is it again? This is wine. This is $2 Chuck from Trader Joe's. Oh, I can't do espresso. I'm very caffeine sensitive. This is a Sauvignon Blanc, which is my favorite kind of wine. Oh, homemade beer? Really? I thought that it was like poison or something. Like, drink this and your throat will be destroyed for the rest of your life. Ethanol. Something like that. Oh, you don't like wine? Wine is that is my alcoholic beverage of choice. I love wine. Love a good Chardonnay. Oh, yeah. Wait, really, Willie? 1 shot of espresso has less caffeine than an 8 ounce of drip coffee? Oh, wow. Homemade hooch, homemade gin. Okay, you guys have gave me like 10 answers. I need to Google this. What is moonshine? Okay, homemade. We all agree on that. High proof liquor. Doesn't really say what it is specifically. Well, anyways, I haven't had it. It sounds stressful. Am I still friends with the D News crew? Friends in the sense that I think about them and we're friends on Facebook and I would love to see them again. But we don't really talk every day. Although I don't really talk to any specific person every day. Okay, so what I'm gathering here is that on some stream in the future we're going to make moonshine. I'll just put a big tub back here. And then I'll take your guys' step-by-step instructions from the chat. Aw, thank you, Zintek. And then I would get banned from Twitch. Let me check on the confessions here. Ooh. Whoo-hoo. Whoo-hoo-hoo. We got some responses. We're going to do confessions soon. I know I said I would do it in like 15 minutes and it's been like a half hour. Final call before I close the confessions down. If you have something you need to get off your chest into the universe, somewhere safe that it will not come back to haunt you or hurt you anonymously, this is your moment. Come to the Church of Lacey. This just got really blasphemous. Have I ever been to the Mutter Museum? Is that the one in, where was I? Philadelphia? Because if so, yes. That museum is dope. Luke Paul, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, I did write down JREG, and I did not look at it. I didn't get to everything on my list because I'm a horrible person. More or less. So I'm going to write it down again on my legal pad. It's very legal in here. And you can follow up, and next time I promise I will say yes, and I will tell you that he's so awesome or that he's the worst person I've ever seen on YouTube. For the blasphemy. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta blaspheme. No offense to God. No offense. Cheers, my dears, to a heretical happy hour. I wanted a legal pad. My next legal pad will be in a legal pad. Promise. Gummy Cap, thank you for the donation. What keyboard do you have? I have I believe it's called a Keychron. Look at this. I've never been more gamer in my life. I really like the clicky sounds it makes. Najim, thank you for the super chat. Do you invest in stocks or crypto? I have a retirement 401k, but I do not have a crypto okay. Crypto, it confuses me. I don't know that much about it. Every man in my life is like, you need to get Bitcoin. And I'm like, can't take advice from people. No one can tell me what to do. And meanwhile, they're all just getting super rich doing God knows what. How? I'm so confused. When do the gaming streams start? So Venom's, I think I'll be able to play Beat Saber and other VR games on the stream. But we're taking it slow. I could barely figure out how to get my microphone to work the first time. So we have to do one thing at a time. We'll get there. Aviella, the super chats are on YouTube only. Unfortunately. When I become a Twitch affiliate, which will hopefully happen, I'm going to be taking next week off from streams. But then the week after, I'm going to be like, we streaming out here on Twitch. So hopefully I'll be able to become a affiliate in good time. And then we can have emotes and more perks and stuff. Wish me luck. Thank you, Richard, for the super chat. Appreciate it. By 1 bit. Isn't it like $50,000? $100 million? Do you think I have that kind of money? Sex ed does not pay well, okay? Affiliate, so a Twitch thought. I will be having Twitch thoughts. That much is true. Too late to become insanely rich. I don't understand enough about it to be a smart investor, you know? Someday. Alexia says, coming to the Church of Lacey, I peed my pants in front of my crush. Embarrassing. Any advice or should I move on? Well, Alexia, thank you for smoothly transitioning us into the confessions phase. Peed your pants. I wonder if your crush person knew. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna hope for you that they didn't notice. You're just a little sweaty. You know? I'm just sweating a lot. Get a lot of thigh sweat. I do actually get thigh sweat when it's really hot. Do you know what I mean? Like the in-between. I was thinking about doing a video. I actually got the stuff to do this video a very long time ago and never did it, which is about how to control boob and thigh sweat and chafe. I should have done that video because I have some epic advice. I'll do it eventually. Noir777, thank you for the super chat. When's the VTuber debut? What's a VTuber? My mind immediately goes to vagina tuber. That's just where my brain lives. Harley, thank you for the super chat. So I see Sis has become a coffee drinker. You gave into the dark side. When do I call you Doc? You're not going to call me Doc. I don't think I'm going to do the PhD route. I have had a very long think about getting a PhD, and I might change my mind so nobody, screen cap this and come back and bully me later. But I feel like the job opportunities for getting a PhD, you have to go to school for 6 years, and then you are not guaranteed a job. It's, really competitive, and you can't say shit on the internet, which, by the way, I have said a lot of shit. No one is ever going to hire me. I will not be able to get a job because I've put too much bullshit on the internet. So now I'm like, well, I might as well just throw it all out there. I'm already unemployable, so let's go internet. Love to see it, but maybe things will change. I don't know. Ibn Isa, thank you for the super chat. Time flies, Lacey. I remember you from the amazing atheist debate days. Wow, that was a really long time ago. Sorry, Harley. Are you disappointed in me? No, I can't bear it. Don't be disappointed. It is true, though. It's really hard to get hired in academia, and you really can't have anything about you online. Like, that's the best way to get a job. Sadly. And unfortunately, there's about 100 videos of me talking about vaginas on the internet. So that's a little bit of a problem. Not just for academia. Well, I got a corporate job. They didn't care. But at least this summer I'm going to be like full-time internet stuff. I don't have a job outside of this right now. We'll see. Only 100. Anthony, they were just asking me if I'm friends with the D News crew still. And I was like, no, I actually hate Anthony. I hate Trace. They're just the worst people. I'm so glad I never have to talk to them again. But I legit miss you guys. Legit miss those days. You know, there was a quote meme thing that I saw a long time ago that like really hit home, which is that you don't know you're in the good old days until you've left them. Tears. Thank you for the donation, Captain Qualms. How are you so wise? I am not. I didn't know you stream. I do now. I told my missus that I cross-dressed for the first time last week. I'm so happy she took it well. I was shitting myself. Wow, that's actually really awesome. Congratulations on coming clean and communicating, and I'm very glad that they had a positive response. You're vaxxed! Okay, here's the problem. I don't leave my house, so... No, but I'm down. I actually went to that place I think we met for lunch one time, Mess Hall. I found myself there recently in a post-COVID brunch situation. And I was like, I remember this. Yeah, vaxxed, waxed, ready for snacks. Yeah, we'll ease back in. Reinvent yourself as Lacey Green's holier than thou twin sister. Oh, that sounds really horrible. Tim, why did you stop D News? I only stopped because I got a job at MTV that paid me better. And they were like, you can't be on that channel too. They wanted exclusivity, so. Sad times. Questionable decision in retrospect, because I really enjoyed D News way more. MTV was too like political, and it was like corporate political, so everyone was always like monitoring what you can say. Whereas at D News, they were pretty much like, whatever. We talk about science, and it's not that big of a deal. Anthony's got the inside scoop. He's going to talk shit about everyone. Am I that million gender lady? Million sounds like a lot. I don't know if I can count that high. I assume that the million gender lady you're thinking of can. So, not me. So, I'm going to close the responses on confessions. The last call has been last called. We are confessing. Oh, I'm going to shut this off too. Boom. All right, we have a number of confessions. We have a number of people that need to get clean, get good, get right with the Lord and themselves. Okay. Confession. Oh, some of these are really long. I'll read them anyway. Confession. I have a very, very tough time trusting people on the internet enough to just not keep obsessing about what their opinions are. It's hard to steer clear of the canceling bandwagon. I was upset at what happened to you a few years ago, but people kept sowing doubts, and I wish I could just not worry about it. It really bugs me that I can't let go, and it really gets to me. I hate that I'm constantly worried about what other people think of my identity, that people feel like they can either agree or disagree. That was a heavy one. Thank you for confessing, getting that off your chest. It's important to be aware of that, I think. Like, it's okay to care about what other people think and what they believe, but if it becomes an active hindrance in your life that's making your life hard and terrible, that's not helpful anymore. Confession, Lacey, last summer during the pandemic, I cheated, a brief afternoon delight type thing, on my wife with an ex-girlfriend from high school I met up with. And to be honest, I don't plan on telling her because we have a great marriage and I know she'd leave if I do. Is it okay to have this secret hanging over us? I do feel guilty and I'm thinking about telling her, but what do you and everyone else think? Should I come clean? I just don't want to deal with the drama. Calling on chat. What do you think? That's an oof. That is an oof. Come clean. Tentia Moore says you need to come clean. Anthony says such a big yike. Akira says you need to tell her. Be honest. It's not okay. Tell her. Ooh, we got a couple don't tells. Harley says you can't have secrets with your wife. I am going to agree with Camp. You need to tell her. Think about how you would feel. Now, my one exception to that is that if you have had some sort of agreement prior, a non-monogamous agreement of sorts, which does happen with some couples that I've met, they agree, if this is a thing that goes on, I don't want to know about it. And it's okay, but I don't want to know about it. Unless that is your arrangement, you need to have that discussion and you need to do that work. And, you know, I know that prospect is scary, but that is the honorable, honest thing to do in this situation. That is the honorable thing to do. That's how I feel. I mean, I think it's important to go into it equipped, and it might be worth talking to your therapist, to a therapist first, or a marriage counselor. They deal with situations, infidelity, you know, and can help you navigate that in a way that will make it less likely that your relationship might fall apart. But that at the end of the day, people have a right to assert boundaries, you know. All right. Thank you for this super chat. Naheem, my girlfriend for 8 years left me after I made over 8 figures in crypto. What should I do now? By the way, I've been one of your subscribers since 2015, 2016. Thanks for still being on YouTube. Wow. Thank you so much for that super chat, Naheem. She left you for making 8 figures, and I need to know more about what that story is. What happened? There is probably something in between those two things, right? I assume. Oh yeah, coming back to the last one, that's a really good point, Harley. Ladies and people find out, and that will be way worse for our afternoon delight cheater. It will be way worse. He made 8 figures and didn't share. Donate 5 figures to Lacey. Thank you. It might be a joke. You know, that's the thing. Sometimes people have said things to me on the internet throughout the years that I'm just like, there's no way that's real. And then I meet them in person at at events I was doing or whatever, and it was real. So now I'm always like, who can I trust? Who can I believe in this weird amorphous internet world? Oh man, worse when the baby comes along. I hope not. All right, confession. I just wanted to say I appreciate your attitude and perspective. You have awesome sexual information. Your recent videos make me feel like I'm not crazy for not being full woke and still able to feel like an ally. That's wonderful. Is that really a confession? I'll take it. Oh boy. Confession. I feel like I don't identify with certain feminist social activist movements anymore that I used to uphold so highly. but I've already preached them so frequently growing up that I'm too ashamed to admit it to anyone. It's okay to evolve and grow as a person. We will do it our whole lives. Our ideas, our beliefs will change. How we see things will change. And that's normal. As long as you're not, going full, let's be a crazy bigot, which 99.9% of the time people are not when their beliefs are growing. It's okay. I also experienced this where I was like, there are some things about this that I have questions about or that I don't agree with. And I feel like a horrible person, but you are probably not a horrible person. I don't know what you actually believe, so maybe you are. I don't know. Confession, I check out women on the street a lot. I consciously try to not be visible or bothersome about it, but where is the line? Is a little bit of looking normal? If so, when does it become intimidating/toxic? I can't speak for all women who walk on streets, but I can speak as a woman who walks on street. It's over the line when, they notice it and it's making them feel threatened in some way. And it's hard to know when you're making someone feel threatened, but usually it's like looking at their body in a disrespectful way, in a weird, lurky way. Like creeping in a corner is probably not good. But, you're just walking down the street or you're on the subway and you see a hot person. I don't think there's a problem with looking at them. It's not like, avert your eyes, put on your blindfolds, pretend they're not there. Just be chill about it. Do you know what I mean? I'm back in the chat. Sorry, psoriasis channel. I'm acknowledging my commenters. I'm sorry. I have to go to the other window, okay? I'm in the confession booth. We're at church. That's true, Sean. This is a you know it when you see it situation. It is hard to verbalize exactly what goes over the line, and everyone's a little bit different, but if I notice a guy staring intensely and he doesn't seem to have any remorse when I catch him looking at me, or he doesn't smile or make it a more comfortable, diffuse the intensity situation, then I'm going to feel like, oh no, that's a serial killer for sure. That guy is gonna murder me. A lot of these things, and I think this is a problem with a lot of these, situations in general, people navigating difficult gender, sex, differences and boundaries, is that it's hard to gauge for an individual person and it's hard to put words to it because it's more about how someone makes you feel. So that makes it tricky, Naheem, thank you for the super chat. We were having a long distance relationship for a while. Oh, this is a follow-up to I earned $8 million in crypto and my girlfriend broke up with me. Or they broke up. We were having a long distance relationship for a while because I was in college and things just started to go south. She thought I chose money over love, so I don't know what to do with my money anymore. It doesn't bring happiness. Well, look. I'm sure money can be a really complicating situation, but this isn't the end of your life or end of relationships or your potential. Do something smart with your money. You obviously know how to invest and, do that kind of stuff. Invest it in a good way. Maybe, share some with some good causes that you like and that are important to you. And then, this isn't the end of relationships for you. Money isn't your relationship. It's just one part of your life. You got to keep moving forward. Do you know what I mean? I'm back in the chat. Hey, great to see you, Landar. Good ways to diffuse the energy. Sam, let me think about that. Let's come back to that. Well, money does not necessarily make people happy. And, we can say that, scream that from the rooftops, and it doesn't necessarily register until that moment. People need money to survive. They need money to pay bills and have a roof over their head and have healthcare and all these things. But beyond that, seems like it could make things more complicated. I don't know. Maybe he is a serial killer. Honestly, in today's super creepy world, I still think it's a lot more likely he's just frozen like a deer in headlights, though. Yeah, I think there's a lot of awkwardness in, like, how do I approach a woman, or how do I express interest? All these, kind of like romantic tango situations, especially when you're cold calling. There's a lot of amorphous energy in that conversation that can be difficult to say this is the exact thing. And so I hesitate to say this is the exact thing. Good night, Odin. Thanks for stopping by. John Tenno, to de-escalate the situation, stare right into her eyes without blinking until she goes away. Oh, yes. Great advice. Oh, goodness. Big North, thank you for the super chat. Naheem, work with a good investor and earn more while investing it into your local area and lift up your hometown. Solid advice financially. Solid advice. All right, I'm going to... Yes, Lacey and wine. A lovable pairing. All right. Confessions. I, male, am still a virgin at 30 years old. When people learn about it, the reactions are so bad that I start building a lie around it to pretend I had sex once so I don't get mocked. Oh no. People are really brutal about that. I think there's an intense stigma around how many people we sleep with or don't sleep with. That have you had sex? Haven't you had sex? Is it too much? Is it too little? It feels impossible at times. But sometimes you just don't have the right situation for, longer than the average time. And that's okay. As to people's reactions, we can't control how people react to us. I can't control how you guys feel. You can't control how I feel, What we can control is our own way of dealing with those reactions. And I think part of that is finding confidence and slowly uncoupling your personal value from your number, whether you're a 0 or 100 or more. I don't know. That sounds really hard to have sex with over 100 people. But my heart is with you, 30-year-old virgin. Also, you're not that old. 30 is young. People act like I'm a grandma. Y'all acted like I'm a grandma. I'm not a grandma. I'm young and hip, okay? All right. Confession. I didn't like the 2014 version of Annie. I'm totally fine with Annie being black, but I don't think the modernization captured the essence of the original musical. I haven't seen it, so I can't comment. Confession, I lie, like all the time. Just petty lies to make myself seem more interesting. I don't know if I'm a sociopath or not, but I do it without even thinking. Oh my, that's... I dated a guy like that. I just had a flashback, a war flashback. I dated a guy like that. He would lie about everything. I felt so betrayed when I found out he was lying about everything. But I think catching yourself in that pattern, if you're saying you're doing it without even realizing it, it's kind of become a habit. And just like any habit, you need to be consciously aware, figure out how to be more consciously aware of when it's happening. And I'm sure there are interesting things about you, such as being a pathological liar that you can tell people about. Hi, I'm a pathological liar. Nice to meet you. My heart is with you, pathological liar. All right. Thank you for the super chat, Drew. Enjoy $10. What's your favorite dinosaur? Thank you so much. Oh, my favorite dinosaur. I haven't thought about that for a long time, but when I was a kid, it was the ones with the really long necks. The giraffe ones. What are they called? Brontosaurus? Bronchiosaurus. Or is that a lung condition? Brian Lee Durfee, thank you for the super chat. Former Mormon missionary here. Former BYU grad. Current atheist. Whoa. Your videos are a part of my journey out of religion. Thanks so much. Wow. That's incredible. Congratulations for finding your own path. You know, I don't care if people want to be Mormon and stuff, like my family. You know, they're all very into the Mormon stuff. But what I respect is when people can honestly evaluate their own beliefs and then come to their own conclusions. And one of the clearest ways you do that is when you've invested so much of your life into this experience and you still are comfortable to say, you know what? This is not actually me. So, cheers to you, Brian. Static, thank you for the super chat. Go ahead and use your money one time to pop your cherry, bro. Sex isn't everything, but what I have to say, you need to experience. Be safe. Okay, I'm not sure I agree with that advice, but thank you. I don't know. I really don't know if and when I say I'm not sure, I really am not sure. I see the merits of hiring a sex worker to have your first sexual experience, but something about that also to me seems like could not be good. Thoughts in my brain. Oh, lying is worse than cheating, says Dirty in the chat. Dirty and Articulate. Wow, I love that screen name. That screen name is me, Dirty and Articulate. Except when I'm streaming, I am not articulate here. But sometimes when I'm under a lot of pressure, I'll just like say the thing right, and I'm like, wow, my brain really covered for me there. Ade, thank you for the super chat. A girl recently told me she loves me. Since then, she hasn't talked or texted me. I'm not sure what I should do. I was open about how I like her too. She said she loves you. Maybe she is feeling uncomfortable. She's like, oh shit, I said it, and maybe she's like freaking out. Have you reached out to her to see if you guys could schedule some hang time? You know what I mean? No pressure. It doesn't have to be like, let's, get together and fuck. It ain't gotta be like that. Just say, let's hang out. Where you been? I haven't heard from you. Do you want to hang out? Yeah. Exactly, Genteno. She might not want to be smothering. I feel like there's so much difficult weirdness around dating communication now because it's all on the fucking phone. It's like, what's normal? Okay, how much time do I wait? Do I have read receipts? All this. Stressful. So stressful. That's why I try to schedule person-to-person talk time when I can, because digital communication, it just is hard. I don't like it. All right, back in the chat. Hiring a sex worker might help your confidence in dating. Yeah, that's true. Stop asking Lacey about OnlyFans. I haven't seen any OnlyFans comments. I don't know. Maybe I'll do an OnlyFans, but it won't be a naked one. I probably won't. I don't know. I feel like OnlyFans is like paid Instagram now. And it's like, look, I gotta have a job. A gardening OnlyFans. Well, it was Naked Gardening Day just a few weeks ago. It should be ASMR. How do you say ASMR? Is it ASMR? ASMR? It's one of those words that you see everywhere, but I don't actually know how to say it. Listen, Bertrand. Yes, I'm complaining about dating on phones. I'm actually complaining about all phone communication as a whole. Because it's all bad. All right. Confessions. That doesn't make any sense. Confession. I have cute venomous spiders in my house and a huge dead wolf spider somewhere in my closet, whose babies I have seen. Oh. Are you keeping them there on purpose? What is happening? You're going to die. You should not have poisonous spiders in your home. If you can't bear the thought of killing them, please safely move them to a safer location. Oh, God. Confession. I wish I could be like you. Straight up goals. Also, that floral print is fire. Thank you so much. That was a nice confession. Just stroke my ego. Confession. I don't get the pressure to put pronouns in bio when for 99% of the population the gender is obvious. I think the argument is that some people for whom their preferred pronouns and stuff are not obvious, it makes it normal for them to state it. But I hear you in that it's not like, maybe that isn't the right solution. Like, maybe we should just make it okay for people to say it if they want, and then we just respect it and it's not a big deal, instead of saying, okay, everyone needs to say it, otherwise the world is going to be horrible. I'm not really sure what the solution is there. I appreciate your point of contention, however. I don't put my pronouns in bio for that reason. Confession. Overeating to the point I know I shouldn't, but it's how I deal with stress. It sounds like you should find other outlets for stress. Sometimes, you know, people are stressed out and they overeat, and that's a normal thing. But if you're doing it all the time, it can become a problem, right? Okay, confession. I'm a man who wants to wear skirts, dresses, and lingerie. Then why don't you? You should do your thing. If that makes you happy or turns you on, it's okay to be a man who wears dresses. It's not just for women, and you don't have to decide to transition either. You can just wear dresses, and it's fine. Confession, I have a small penis, and I want to be teased for it. Little humiliation kink there. Not as uncommon as you might think. Alright, I'm back in chat. Call it a kilt, no one will care. That's true. The Scots wear skirts all the time. No one gives them shit about it. Alright. Romeo, thank you for the super chat. What shows have you been binging lately? Been keeping tabs on you since forever. Thanks for the entertainment and information. Cheers. Thanks, Romeo. What have I been binging lately? I have been watching Good Girls on Netflix. It's like kind of like a feminist, wannabe feminist Breaking Bad. It's not as good as Breaking Bad. Don't tell them I said that, though. It's vaguely enjoyable. I like it. I also just recently started watching Poldark, which is a British show, and this is a random little known fact about me. I'm really into period romances. I don't know at what point I became this person. This, like, little woman who just wears pajamas and grabs a glass of wine and just watches shows that take place in the 1700s for like 4 hours. Poldark is hot. Woo! Everyone on that show is sexy. That's why I like it. Yeah. He's really sexy. It's like, that stuff is like softcore porn to me. You know what I love about his character is that he is like a man of the people. And he like puts himself on the line for people who don't have much, who are suffering, who aren't wealthy and privileged and noble. Gets me going. So those are my current binges. Oh yeah, I like Outlander too. Yeah, Located. I love Outlander. I already finished all that. But there's too much rape in Outlander. That was hard for me. But I still liked the show. First edition Yu-Gi-Oh! Thank you for the super chat. I'm still a Mormon, been one for the past 8 years, but if atheism is right for you or anyone else, then more power to y'all. Also, are you a gamer? Thank you, Yu-Gi-Oh. I am not a gamer in the traditional sense. I play VR games on Morty's VR. I think I play more than he does. Does that make me a gamer? Yeah. Oh, goodness. Mach, you made it! Mach is still here after working for 1,800 hours today. Right, honey, he's moral and sexy. Like, he has principles. He's a principled man. My girl made me watch Outlander. Fuck my life. Sorry, Vadim. You liked it a little bit, right? I like the time travel. I'm like, ooh, okay. What's happening here? We're walking through rocks and we're going back and forth. 60s, 40s. What is it? Love it. Jamie isn't my usual, like, type. The redhead Jamie in Outlander. But somehow he grew on me. He got sexy. It was all the time travel. Although he wasn't time traveling. League of Legends, oh god. You guys have no idea how sad and pathetic it would be to watch me play gamer games. No, there's no spoilers. No spoilers. The time travel is the premise, Forecaster. I am not a spoiler, and I would give ample spoiler alerts before saying this and that. I've had some shows spoiled for me online, and it makes me very sad, so I take care not to. I started Downton Abbey, and I couldn't get us into that one. Should I continue it? Is it worth? Is there, like, something more? I feel like it wasn't giving me things. I needed more from it. My type? At least on the hair front, I usually date guys with darker hair. And I couldn't say why. I'm not, like, choosing specifically, but something about darker hair, I don't know. I'm just attracted to it. But I have dated some lighter hair people, too. Oh, wow. My bot just shamed someone for spamming. Good bot. I am a Libra, but I do not believe in astrology. Don't put your sun magic on me. You don't know me. The sun doesn't know me. My sister's really into astrology, and every person that I introduced her to, the first thing she asks, what's your sign? I'm like, girl, you could ask a million questions and learn a lot, and yet you aren't. Mature enough, thank you for the super chat. Hi, Lacey, longtime quiet fan. Have you seen She-Ra on Netflix? It's the best LGBTQ plus rep I've seen on a kid's show, and I highly recommend it. I have not seen that. I'll check it out, although if it's a kid's show, I might not watch a ton of it. Is Adventure Time considered a kid's show? Because I really like Adventure Time. If it's that kind of kid's show, okay, maybe I could get into it. Mr. Gray sounds like such a Libra thing to say. No. That's the thing about astrology is, like, whatever you say confirms the thing. I have that problem with a lot of things in politics, too, where it's like, if you deny that you have been a horrible, problematic person, then that is just further proof that you're a horrible bigot. It's like, okay, well, I guess I'll just be guilty and die. Thank you. It's a kid's show. All right. Oh, it's like Adventure Time. Oh, that's awesome. Because I'm only on season 2 of Adventure Time. That's another one I've been watching lately. Adventure Time, come and grab your friends. I love that show. It's so fun. It makes me feel like anything's possible. How sad is that? I'm like, I need to escape to cartoons to feel things. The Midnight Gospel I started kablazing, but it was very, if I'm recalling correctly, it was really weird and kind of, I felt like I needed to be blazed off my ass to get into it. And I don't smoke weed very often, so it hasn't happened. I've heard reviews from very smart people who said that it was awesome, though. Oh, really? Does Adventure Time get dark? Oh, no. That was my happy time retreat. The Good Place is great, although I still haven't finished the series. I got almost there. And Legion was also great. Trigger warning for Legion. True. Legion was a while ago. They had another season, huh? I don't know if I've watched after the first season. But I really liked the first season. I was all about that. Invincible. I'll look these up because I always need shit to waste time on. Especially if I'm going to be doing YouTube full time. It's an excuse to watch more shows. Coming soon, just TV show reviews. I'm like, guys, I just have to watch TV all day. Sorry. I can't do anything. I'll check it out. Oh, Located. Dark is so good. Dude, you guys gotta watch Dark. People get turned off by it because it's in German. But I always put subtitles on anyway. So I always am reading it. I like to watch shows as if they were a book. Which is really weird, but I like it that way. It is hard to follow, but there's a website for Dark. Just look it up, like Dark's website. That makes it really clear, much better. And the website is awesome because you tell it what episode you're on and it doesn't reveal any spoilers. Without that website, I would have been very, very lost. But it's really good and totally, totally worth the confusion. You hated Dark? Okay, well, maybe it's not for everyone. But I liked it. I like time travel, weird timeline crossing, philosophical shit. So for me, it worked very well. Dark is smart. It is smart. And it's not a show that you should get high and watch because you will be so confused. Like, what is happening? Because I was very sober and still very confused. All right. Let's do a few more confessions. Confession, I've touched my pee-pee to you. Why'd you have to write it like pee-pee? No. In this house, it's called a penis. Am I allowed to say penis on Twitch? I forgot to read the terms of service on Twitch, too. I gotta add that to my list again. Twitch. Can I say PP on stream? The important questions. Pinor. PP. It's all about the emphasis. Gorilla. Penis. But starred E. How do you say that out loud? P-starness. Now it sounds kind of like anus. Alright, well I guess I'm just gonna get banned right away. Before we even begin, just banned. Alright, confession. No! I eat saltine crackers dipped in pickle juice. Why? Man, you don't have anything else better laying around? You gotta dig deeper into that fridge. That sounds good. Oh, man. Oh, that's right, Forecaster. I have to set my stream to 18 plus. We'll add this to my to-do list that I'm going to pretend to do. I'll do it. I'll do it this time. That's a promise. 18 plus Twitch. Then I can say pee-pee. Isn't the internet awesome? Seems very kid-friendly. Oh, yes. You know me. Very kid-friendly. Thank you for stopping by, Rachel. Cheers. Hydro homies. Let's hydro. Let's do it. Oh, there's a 13 plus too? Or no, you must be talking about YouTube. Marinate your chicken in pickle juice. Y'all are getting a little wild out here. But I am of the philosophy not to knock it till you try it. Unless it's a troll. I'm gonna make pickled chicken and give my review. Right, yeah, 13 plus is just for YouTube. Medical terminology, that's true. I was giving medical advice. So, as long as you're talking about the medical, pee-pee. Pee-pee pickling? Oh, dear. Y'all really going there, huh? Alright, so let's see if there's a few more confessions here. Confession. Heavy. Alright. I'm marrying an illegal immigrant, and if his legal process doesn't go well, we may have to move to Honduras with our kids. I'm actually terrified. My whole future is stuck in limbo. It is incredibly dangerous, and he was involved in some bad things, which is why he ran away. I know deep inside I'd follow him anywhere, but I don't know how to go about it. I don't want to put my family in danger, but he's such a good dad. We couldn't handle the separation. Shit. I don't have any advice or comments on that beside Godspeed. My heart is with you, and I hope you figure out the right thing to do for you and your family. Oh, my goodness. My heart is with you. I thought I had to burp, but then I didn't. All right. This says I have 50 confessions, but I don't see 50. Oh, here we go. I'm such a grandma. There's more than one page. All right. Confession. What are your thoughts on ethical consumption and veganism? That's not a confession. I was vegan for 6 years and I started eating fish and eggs last week. My mental health has greatly improved. Kind of seems like a lot of pressure to put on individuals with not a lot of resources to make drastic changes and extend a lot of effort into being ethical when the issue is excess consumption in general beyond diet and laws industry. What is the individual to do to consume ethically? This extends far beyond dietary choices. Are we doomed, Lacey? Well, shit. Thanks for the softball. Let me lay out everything you need to know about this. We are fucked. Infinitely and forever. Every one of us. And not always in the happy way. I am not, I agree with your points there that you made. I am not a vegan or a vegetarian, but I do try to minimize. That's the best I can do. Minimize. I grow a lot of my own food. Jack, maybe when my garden starts, having things, I will show you guys all the food. And you'll just have to look at it and you won't be able to eat it because it's the internet. So, sorry. Life is suffering. Great. Cheers to that. Indeed, John Tenno. I don't grow all my own food, obviously. I'm not like on that level. But I grow a lot of my own vegetables and stuff. I have a very small house and a very small kitchen, so my canning and, like, you know, making that last throughout the year and space issues are all real. But I do what I can, and at the end of the day, that's all we can do. Plant moms are hot. Well, I must be absolutely smoking because I have a lot of plants. Too many plants. All the plants. And I'm really excited because I'm growing like a shitload of tomatoes. I'm going to turn into a tomato, in my mom's words. Every time I would eat too much of something, you're going to turn into that. Well, Mom, I'm not a tomato yet. Boom. When I do a cooking stream, I used to apologize to vegetarians and vegans. It's very sensitive of you. I thought that to myself. I was like, if I ever made a cooking thing and it wasn't vegan, I would feel bad. At some point, you have to stop just feeling bad all the time. That's what I told myself because I was constantly feeling horrible. A gardening live stream. There's only like 2 people in here that would be interested in that, but for us, it'll be a party. Hell yeah. All right. We got a few more confessions here since I discovered there's more than one page. Confession, I'm thinking about joining LeftTube and putting out videos. However, I have a great career and I'm worried about cancel culture affecting my source of income. Is it a better idea to keep my thoughts and opinions contained to YouTube and Twitch comments? I would not jeopardize a steady source of income for YouTube. I say this as someone who has ridden all of the YouTube waves, okay? Don't do it. If you need a nice little outlet, then do it anonymously. But if you want to go into politics, unless you are ready to, maybe pay some serious career price, and not just because of the cancel culture stuff, but just because that's the environment we live in now. Companies are like monitoring you. You can't like do anything online but be the most boring milquetoast person on the planet. Otherwise, you're not employable. Yeah. I say this as someone who accidentally got into that position. I never wanted this or saw this. Now people get into YouTube, they know what they're maybe getting into. Back when I was getting into YouTube, nobody had any freaking idea of what was happening. And so, here we are. It's not the worst thing on the planet. Being a YouTuber can be a great job if you aren't a mental mess. Like I was. A lot of therapy, it helps. If you're likely to get canceled, you're probably an ass. Maybe. But I've been canceled at least 5 times. Am I an ass? Yes. But I wasn't trying to be. I have survived 700 cancellations. But unfortunately, that does not mean that I will be able to go get a normal job. No. Some jobs. Depends on the company. Some people don't care. Oh, I was canceled before people called it canceled. People got mad at me for talking shit about religion. They've gotten mad at me for everything. Left, right, center. I piss off all equally. Well, at least I did. It's not a vibe now. This is not... Okay, there's a lot of questions in the confessions. Like, literally all of these are questions. Or maybe it's mixing the confessions and the questions. I don't know how to computer. I don't know how to do that. Well, I'll take questions. Question, I think we're all going to suffer from social anxiety when the pandemic is over. What's the best way you found to gain confidence and not be afraid of others? Do you see what I'm doing right now? I am talking to a group of strangers on the internet. This is friendship. This is real life. I never have to leave my house. No, don't do that. I'm kidding. If you're feeling anxious about it, ease into it. You know, just go slow, like all things. If it's a little stressful, a little scary, do what you're able to, do what feels okay, and, you know, ease in. Put a toe in the water before you jump in. Well, we're only strangers right now. We won't be strangers for long, will we? Summer of Stream. Yeah, the virus is still out there. I'm vaxxed. But not everyone is. Gotta be careful. But, yeah, I feel that concern about the anxiety. Just ease in. And if you're not ready, don't do it. Don't put pressure on yourself. It's unnecessary. I do that to myself all the time. I say that as I constantly pressure myself. What should I do about being totally crazy about a girl I can never have? Masturbate and then start to get over it. It's not good to hold on. And then it's easier said than done. Get over it, you know. But really, find other places to put your energy and time. Cry. Cry. Let it out. Write it down. Make some art. Write a song. You know, let the feelings flow. Give yourself a chance to feel it and then move on. And masturbate. Thank you so much for the super chat, Elias. I missed your videos and hope to see more of you. Thank you, Elias. I hope I will make videos too. I get like too in my head about videos. You know, it's not like a stream where it's like stream of consciousness, literally, it's ongoing conversation. Videos, you have to be like, okay, what am I saying? And if I don't have a thing that I'm saying, I feel like an asshole. It's like, oh, sorry, I just wasted 10 minutes of your life. I don't want to waste 10 minutes of your guys' lives. Psh. So hopefully I'll figure out things to say that feel important enough to me and are relevant to your lives as well. Post-nut clarity. Oh, yeah. It's real. You know, sometimes people tell me they're really nervous or they're really horny before a date. Masturbate first. There's nothing wrong with that. Equilibrium, thank you for the donation. Thanks for hanging with us. Thanks for hanging with me. Truly. When I decided I was going to stream, I was like, I'm going to be talking to myself. It's just going to be me pathetically talking to myself. And I'm going to do it proudly. So it's really nice to have some people to hang with. And it feels really good to be getting back into the groove. You know what? You got to start somewhere, creative minds. You start a stream and no one's there. I started a YouTube channel and no one was there, you know? You got to start somewhere. And you shouldn't feel bad or like feel like you're never going to grow an audience or never going to find friends online. You will. It just takes time. You got to find your people. Twitch peeps, go check out Creative Minds. They need someone to talk to. They need a chat. People watch and don't chat much. That's true. I think most people right now even are watching and not chatting. But I know you're out there. I see you lurking. I see you lurking. Yeah. Streamlabs gives me an overall, and there's about 400 people in here, and I would guess maybe like 50 of us chatting. That's how it goes. I lurk too. I can't condemn it because I'm always lurking. Almost every stream I watch, I don't say anything. What am I gonna say? I don't have anything to say. Hi, you're cool. Nice stream. Good job. I don't know. Who's lurking? Eric is lurking. Can all the lurkers say hi? Lurkers, we see you. We want you to know that we support you. Hello. Hi, GN Man. Hi, Atonym. Hello. Ooh, they're all coming out. That's so cute. I love it. Nice stream you got there. Aw, thanks, James. I lurk and I'm proud. Semi-lurking, Twilight. It's cool. I'm not here to shame you for lurking. Like I said, I too am a lurker. I will like keep streams and stuff open, you know, in the background. And sometimes check in and see what the chat's saying, but sometimes I just like to listen to stuff. I'm doing wonderful, Eric. How are you doing? Lurkers climbing out. The lurkers are the zombies in that weird animation that I don't know where it came from. A lurker not in chats, but in life. Ooh, okay. I sometimes aspire to be more of a lurker in life. I feel like my mouth, I just have a big mouth and I just talk too much. And sometimes I can't stop talking. Exhibit A. That's why I'm made for streaming. I literally just can't shut up. Thank you, Olsen. It's nice to see you on Twitch. It's lovely to be here. That's true, Piri. You know how sometimes we talk to each other in stream and you make good friends in the stream. True. Oh, that's true, Tim. We were all lurkers during the pandemic. A worldwide lurk. It was so weird, like, even at the grocery store and stuff, like, no one talks to each other. Everyone's just like, head down, get it done. It really was a worldwide lurk. US-wide? I don't know. Did everyone else lock down? California-wide. Oh, dear. Berlin is full as ever. Jake Fake Snake. You envy me as things in life that feel totally insurmountable. And it's totally worth the time and exploration. I am very much a fan of, you know, some experimental methods of doing things. I guess that shouldn't be that big of a surprise. I think that, like, experimental therapies and stuff, not shock therapy and shit like that, okay? Nobody take me out of context on that, but you know, trying out new things can sometimes be great because you discover things that might work for you that don't work for other people. I like it because it's worked for me in the past. Experimenting. I love it. L word got her booted. Who's booting? Booting, shooting. I don't know. Sorry, did someone get banned for saying lurker? I'm sorry. I don't know what stream things are. Like I said, I'll figure it out. Oh no. YouTube stream is dropping out. Dropping out? Hello. Hello. Am I here? Am I still here? Am I alive? Oh, 30 seconds. It might be my internet. My internet's like a constant shit show. What is shock therapy? Well, it used to be an experimental therapy 50, 60 years ago, maybe longer, where they literally shocked people. So, definitely mountable. Thank you, DJ. I like to think that I am not insurmountable, but very mountable. I'm trying. Okay. Yay, Spectrum. Yes, I love our monopolistic internet overlords. It's wonderful. I'm not sure you're alive. I'm not sure I'm alive either. Wow. Raven, just going all the way there, huh? No, it might be my crappy internet forecaster. I mean, I'm doing my best with the connection situation, but it's out of my control. All right, I'm going to take a little bit more advice. And then, what else did I have on here? I wanted to do a meme review where you guys can submit memes. But I was a little bit nervous, admittedly, to do this because someone's going to send me porn. And so I'm just preparing myself for that. Please don't be that person. Questions and confessions right now, and we will do a meme review. Yes. It is bit.ly Lacey meme review to submit. Sorry, I don't have a fancy little thing for that one. Or exclamation meme on Twitch. Let's do a couple more questions. How do I tell a woman I want to get pegged by her? It depends on the woman, but I'm going to say ease in to all things. Ease in. You might start by asking how she feels about pegging. Have you ever done it? Do you know what it is? Engaging interest. And once you feel safe enough to divulge based on the response, that's how I've always introduced things I want to try. Have you heard of this? Do you want to try it? Or is that weird? Of course it's weird. It's always weird. That's what makes it fun. Yeah, you can talk about kinks. There's like a conversation that needs to have with a partner. That you need to have with a partner. That everyone needs to have. Where it's like boundaries, limits, total turn-offs, maybe turn-ons. I have a section about this in my book, actually. And I believe the tool that I put in there was the yes, no, maybe chart. You can look it up online. You can probably find my yes, no, maybe chart online somewhere. But it's like an extensive list of things you might want to do or not do. And then it gives you a way to talk about what your limits are with your partner for each various act. And you might want to look up one beside mine. Mine is like a beginner yes, no, maybe. Because my publisher was like, we can't put BDSM stuff in here too much. Isn't that fucked up? I had to like fight for the BDSM chapter in my book. I was like, listen, everyone is tying each other up. You cannot cut this from my book. They cut some stuff. But yeah, so if you need a more advanced yes, no, maybe chart, I'm sure it's online somewhere. Okay, got a couple of super chats. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Elias, do you feel like subscribing to OnlyFans girls or boys is a waste of money? I mean, no. That is like, so you can support people that you like to jerk off to directly. So I don't think that's a waste of money. People think porn is free. Porn is not free. Someone's paying for it or not getting paid for it. So I am very much in favor of like, if you can't afford it, then do that. Ibn Isa, thanks for the super chat. Is your Iranian family Muslim or of another faith? They were Muslim. I think they're like kind of loosey-goosey about it. Like they don't actually believe it, but think they have to, you know? I asked my grandma, like really got into it with my grandma once. And she admitted to me that she only says she believes in God because she's scared of going to hell. So there's that. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'm not such a black sheep in my family after all. I know. She just came out and said that. My grandma's super blunt. She's just like a really, brash Middle Eastern woman. Doesn't hold it back. But she is scared of hell, so there's that. I'm back in chat, by the way. Iranian is Persian. True. Yay! Porn is like taxes. If you can afford it, you can pay for it. That's true. If you can afford it, you should pay for your porn. Even if it's just a little bit. A couple bucks, support the people who are making it directly. That makes it safer for people to do sexy stuff too. Because they're their own boss. And they don't have to be thrown around by big studios and stuff. That's the cool part of OnlyFans. I mean, I have my reservations about OnlyFans and hyper-sexualized culture online and all this. Especially for teenagers, Like, the whole world is sexy immediately. And I wonder about that. But I think it is a useful tool for, the right circumstances, context. Yeah, forecaster. I was going to say, I don't think that's how taxes work. I think you got to pay it whether you can afford it or not. Because big daddy government's going to come kick your ass. It's good that they're there, but as a company, they're not the best. Yeah, I believe it much. A lot of these big tech companies are not good. No, thank you. Exactly. Control-alt-construct. OnlyFans can be coercive in their own right. It circles back to corporations ruining everything. Yay! I love living in a corporate-run country. A lot of women seem to be doing it because they need to make money. That's true. Unfortunately, people need to make money. I, too, hate that. It never ends, either. Even when you're fucking old, 90 years old, you still paying money to exist. Can't outrun it. Make socialism. Good idea, Android. Can you make a socialism for us? Because we're having a hard time over here. About to start a communist stream. No, I am not a communist. Sorry, all my commie friends. I am not a communist. But I do think that basic survival should be a guarantee in society. Because we have enough wealth and resources to do that. So why wouldn't we do that? I am sympathetic to arguments that, if no one has to work, then they won't. But I'm also like, well, so what? No, goods and services do not appear for free. Everyone's got to contribute to society, right? But beyond that, I don't think that homelessness should be a thing. I don't think that people should die because they can't afford healthcare, all of these problems. Social democracy, it's not socialism. That's true. I'm not a socialist per se, but I don't even know what I am. I'm just let's have common sensist and care about people. Well-regulated capitalism, yeah. I'm not anti-capitalism either, but I think it has a lot of problems. I think it has a lot of good things too. It can, encourage a lot of innovation and create a lot of resources, obviously, but there are big problems with it too. The effects on the environment, the unregulated, unfettered capitalism that allows these giant, multinational corporations to just spit people out, chew them up, spit them out. That's not right, man. A filthy centrist with no values. That's true. Thank you for the super chat, Elias. Crushing on a non-binary person and really want to show respect to they, them, and need help. You gotta be more specific, Elias. What do you need help with? It sounds like you're being thoughtful and sensitive and have the right attitude. It's okay to ask people what they want. I think part of the woke scolding, the over the top, stuff that happens is that people are scared to just talk about it. It's like stigmatized. Just creates an environment where everyone's like, oh no, it's like not chill. It's not chill. Just create an environment where people can just ask questions and not feel like they're a horrible person. Sorry, Elias. I just went on a tirade. Remove capitalism and employment and just trust God to provide for everyone. Best option. I would vote for you, Electro. Social liberalism. Probably. Oh, I wanted to ask you guys about this, actually. And this is one of the things they put in the description about the left versus liberal stuff. Because someone in the chat last week said something that made me think. The next day, someone described me as a liberal, not left. And so I was like, oh, I haven't actually heard a lot of people make the distinction between those two parties, right? And a lot of this stuff is like how people are defining it. It just depends on who you're talking to. But I was wondering if there's do you guys think of liberal and left as two different things? Or do they mostly mean the same thing to you? Because so far for me, I have used them kind of interchangeably. I guess I more associate the term left with some of the social justice stuff. Feels a little more lefty to me. But I'm not totally... I don't have my mind made up on that. I don't know what's the word on the street. The internet street. Very different. You can be a liberal conservative? Oh yeah. I remember reading about this actually. But it doesn't the way that people use those words doesn't make sense for now. Or used, I should say, in the past. Okay, in the USA, liberal means Democrat. Left means social justice warrior Antifa types. Okay, that's what I thought they meant, Eric. Very much overlapping. Liberal implies a specific leftist platform. See, I'm not a huge politics nerd. I really like social justice stuff, obviously, and sex stuff, but I don't know a lot about the economic theories that go with each party. That's something that I really like learning from people all over the spectrum about, because I feel like there's a lot of interesting arguments to be made. I'm not very sympathetic to the let workers die arguments. But I do feel like there's quite a bit of variation. Tim Pool is center right. Yeah, he is a libertarian, that's true. I mean, maybe these words don't mean anything at all. They're loose terms. I identify more as a progressive than a leftist or a liberal. Progressive. So what does progressive mean to you? Liberal is opposed to fascism. Okay, well, I'm definitely a liberal then. Liberal is more of a loose interpretation of rules, where conservative is more strict. Vex says, control construct. There is also liberalism in the economic sense, free market in some shape or form. Liberalism, capital letter, is more a moderate left social policy position. Okay. It sounds like I'm capital letter L. I didn't know the capital mattered. I'm learning so much. I did look up some stuff. There was this graphic that I wanted to show you guys. I don't know if you guys can see that super well. Let me pull this up. Okay, so I thought this was interesting. I don't know if it's right or not, so, you know. So I am like squarely where that left libertarianism square is. What I think is kind of funny about this is the activism square. What is that? This is where activists are. No one else can be an activist. Anarcho-capitalism. What's anarcho? Dude, I have so much to learn. What is anarcho-capitalism? I've never even heard of that. Maybe I've heard of it. But I feel like anarchy and capitalism do not go together. That's true. Activism is only for liberals. I'm too high for political position graphs. Sorry, Mach. You can ignore this section. I needed to look at this more closely. The whole chart should just say people who think they know what they're doing, but they don't because none of us does. Ooh. Fair, fair. I read that as Satanism and was like, yes. The statism. Yeah. I'm gonna claim the Satanism for left libertarianism. Here's the thing, I agree with a lot of libertarians, like feminist libertarians. But I am not a libertarian in the like true sense of the word. Oh, but there's like a left libertarian and then there's another libertarian here on the right? And then another libertarian? What? Libertarian capitalism? And that's very right. Anarcho-capitalism is the centrist ideology. Where even is that on here? Anarcho. Oh, so you're saying it's centrist, but it's all the way to the right on this. Get out of here with that sensible opinion. I don't have like a strong opinion on these things. It is something that I would like to understand better. My area of knowledge is more related to sex and gender and not so much about like political philosophy. But it's something I'm obviously interested in because it intersects with sex stuff in a major way. Libertarians are fascists who want to smoke pot. Oh! All right. Oh yes, I am the Energizer Bunny for sure. I'm all about the long stream. The word liberal lacks meaning, but in most cases, it just means left-leaning. Okay. Well, I guess I have to learn more. I was just wondering if there was some sort of clear-cut way that people use the terms liberal and left that I was not aware of. By that chart, I would qualify it as liberal, close to libertarian. Yeah, I think this is based on the political compass. I just love this activism square. What is going on with that? Activism. That's my political philosophy. Activism. Cracks me up. Ultra-capitalism. That sounds very threatening. Fundamentalism. Fascism. Yeah, that makes sense. Fascist is super far right. Although I feel like fascist tendencies can be found on all of the far sides. These graphs are always a joke. I know. This is slightly in jest. Slightly in jest. This is not an endorsement of this weird chart. I don't even know where I found this. Theinternet.com. Oh, thank you, Savannah. That's very sweet of you. Oh. I had some weird interactions with some super pro-gun anarcho-libertarians recently. They really think the solution to all societal problems is the ability to stockpile weapons. Great. I love it when people have 400 guns. It's my kink. Oh, God. Yeah, we're fucked. I like the sound of this, even though I don't know what it is. Mutualism. Mutualism sounds like a very collaborative, hippie philosophy. It's mutual. You know. It's the mutual one. I know. You guys are just learning about all my political kinks today. Oh, well, thanks for coming, Dillhole. Dillhole Cornholio. That's wonderful. The sex educators in the rural South are truly, truly heroes. Every single one of them is just a real-life superhero. Mad props. I'm a labelist. The path to economic harmony is labeling everything. Let's do it. Let's slap a label on it. I know, as soon as I said that, I was like, thanks for coming, Dillhole. Some of the things I say on live streams gives me pause. 400 guns and 1 bullet. Oh, you guys are cracking me up. Cracking me up. I do not do OnlyFans. Okay, now I'm seeing the OnlyFans messages, but I don't want to get naked on the internet because I'll never have another job again. Like right now, it's pretty bad. I think it's hard to get a job as a person who talks about opinions on the internet. Wait till it's naked. Naked opinions. It's over. This is why we need socialism. I need socialism, you guys. All right, I'll take off this stupid chart now. Now that I'm educated. Now I know all about political philosophy. Static, thank you for the super chat. No, they don't. In every state with gun laws are the most violent in black communities over other states. This comment causing 5 capital. States with gun laws are the most violent. I need to fact check that before I can comment. And abortion providers, yes. Speaking true to my feminist libertarian tendencies. Very important. Autonomy over your body. That's true, Rip Rat. I'm basically a political scientist. Thank you. I went to the school of one chart on Google. And now I have very strong opinions that I will fight with people about on the internet. Do you think, though, that a person can have a sort of get a job vibe and a secret OnlyFans vibe? What does that mean? Are you talking about me or, like, potential capitalist employers? Oh, don't even get me started on that, Brett. Oh, been dealing with the anti-vax stuff in my family. Too close to home. Yes, Spriggans. And it's nice to see you again, Spriggans. I'm gonna mod you, Spriggans. I need some regulars who I know are gonna come hang, who can help me keep the rabble-rousers at bay. I gotta pause this one sec, my dears, and we will do the meme review. Look at me getting all fancy. mod. Spriggan's Garden. Did I do that right? Yay! Yeah. So if you guys stick around for a while, I will eventually mod you. Wait, why do I look so zoomed in on Twitch? I'm looking at my own stream right now. I'm very uncomfortable. I can't do that. It's more zoomed in on Twitch than it is on my computer. All right. It's time for a meme review. So my first meme for you today is one that gave me nightmares. Look at this. Do you see how I figured out how to do this screen? Yay! Go me! Go me! Go me! Okay, I'll stop celebrating basic shit. I found this on Twitter the other day. This will start the meme review. Did you guys see this? This is legitimately terrifying. The real reason they discourage MRIs during pregnancy is because then people would realize they're incubating nightmare demons and would be rightfully terrified. Are you guys ready for this? No, you like it. Oh no, my audio's messed up. No! One sec. Can you hear me now? I think I realized what happened. Let me quickly add this bad boy. What? Oh no, my grandma's coming out again, you guys. I thought I had it figured out. I did not. Let's see. Window capture, maybe? Maybe it was a window capture. Sorry, please hold for technical difficulties. Aha! Aha! Let's make this smaller. All right. And we'll move me. Oh, it will not let me. Never mind. I'll move over here. The low-tech solution to all your problems. Just move your ass. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Fucking hell. Are you kidding me right now? Alright, well. Maybe God doesn't want you guys to see these demon babies. Because it is actually horrifying. I go back and forth on whether or not I want kids. But then I saw this. Yeah, Luyu, it's not picking up my mic on that scene. I gotta figure out where I went wrong. This is an actual fetus. This is like a cursed bowling pin. This is an actual fetus. Can you believe this? Oh my god, I love it. I can't believe this is real. It just cracks me up. I've already looked at it like 3 times and it just kills me. What the fuck? So, next time someone's like, why aren't you sure whether or not you want to have kids? I'm going to say, I don't want to cook this in my body. Look at this. Oh, man. This is a 5 out of 5 meme for me. Tweets count as memes, right? Oh, man. Oh, wait, there's a whole lot more? Oh, I didn't see these. That's what my brain looks like, you guys. It's just like half-formed. I'm like, please, I need more brain cells. Give me some. What is that? That looks like a baby emerging out of the primordial goop. It's like, this is like evolution actively happening. Oh, man. Okay. So now that we're all having nightmares, let me check out your memes. Oh, I was gonna do this off the camera. I know someone got banned for for showing these, for showing a video or something that someone sent them, and it was a porn. So I'm gonna I feel like I should screen these. I thought these would be clickable links. So what the hell? I'm gonna put these all in. Okay, that one's good. Thank you. One post that was not porn. Every post that is not porn reignites my faith in the world, in society. You guys are just slowly digging me out of my bottomless pit. Oh wait, why did it say that? So if anyone knows a more efficient way to do this, shoot me a line. Okay, that one won't load. All right, well, I got one. We have one meme for review. Wait a second. Girls after knowing each other for a day. Wait, okay, I have questions. That's a lot of ants, eh? And do y'all men really not know the names of your friends after 6 years? Men, this is a wake-up call. Yes. Have you guys ever known someone for a really long time and you just like so much time goes by that you don't know their name that it becomes kind of, it goes too long and you can't ask what their name is anymore? That's happened to me before. I'm just like, hey, you. Good old you. Love that. Bye, Jack. Thanks for coming. If you are on YouTube, make sure to go on Twitch, because I will not be always doing this on YouTube. Maybe once in a while. I don't know the names of most of my... Okay, so I guess... Nice! So either we are all collectively horrible in the same exact way, or most people just forget other people's names all the time. That's the great thing about the internet, is people's names are just there. Their names are constantly right in front of them. I love that for us. Uh-oh, this looks like it's gonna be a dark meme. It's on Reddit, so I'm gonna hope. Roller coaster time. Wait, did I submit this one? This was my test one. No, someone else submitted this too. It's really cute. Okay, I have to confess something to you guys though. Speaking of this meme. I have never seen the Star Wars Please don't judge me. Please promise you'll not look at me differently. No, I've never seen the Star Wars. Not even one. I know there were many Star Wars. Sorry, did I trick you guys with Star Wars? I know it's Star Wars. No, I've never seen Star Wars. But I know who Baby Yoda is, and I think he's really cute. Should that be my homework to watch the Star Wars? The first Star Wars? Cancelled again. This is my 14th cancellation in the last hour. I know. I am ashamed. Believe me when I say I'm ashamed. I hesitate to admit this on the internet. I know I'll be pulled through the mud. And I'll deserve it. But I did try to... Okay, so here's the thing. I know there's a lot of Star Wars movies, and I don't know where to start, A. I started many years ago on the one that someone told me, and it was a really old movie, Conks Out. It's just who I am. It's got to, like, suck me in the beginning, otherwise it's game over. Okay, which one do I do? Start on episode 5. Is episode 5 the... Because I... I'm literally shaking. Oh. There. Hello? Did I just get smited? Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I feel like God just smited me. I'm being targeted for my beliefs. Oh, it's back. Look, I just suffered tremendously for my sins. So, oh, you just gotta refresh. I don't know why that's happening. That's really dumb. Refresh, I guess. Refresh, I guess. It was the Force. All right, so I'm gonna write down start with 5. Start with 5. Look, it was always my plan to stream for 18 hours, okay? I did not come to play. All right, well, half of people just got kicked off. Oops. Oh, start with 4? Start with 4. Guys, this is a lot of information to take in at once. I'm gonna get some food. Nobody do any isms while I'm gone. Thanks, Match. Get your food. All right, I'll start with, I think 4 is what they told me to start with, and that's when I fell asleep. I'm gonna have to do like a Clockwork Orange style shit. Yeah, you know, some people have said that I should start with Mandalorian. Just like, maybe you'll like it. Like, maybe I'll be fucking confused, but okay. All right, I'm going to start with 4. We're going to move on to the next meme. Okay, this one is also on Reddit. This looks messy. But so am I, so who am I to judge? Oh, okay. Who is doing hate crimes? Who in this chat is doing a hate crime? I want to know. Because I'm going to ban you for the rest of your life. I hate ice cream. Whoa, Pale, that is too far. Who hates ice cream? Ice cream didn't hurt anybody. The term is smote. Thank you. Derek, I only do love crimes. Okay, at first that sounded cute, like, oh, love crimes. But then I was like, oh, love crimes. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Here we go. Wait, that had a thing at the end of it. It's probably not going to load. Let's try that again. Oh, it did load. What? IRL? What the? Oh. Oh. Wow, this is pretty much the conversation that we had earlier. Oh, I gotta move it. Sorry. This is the conversation we had earlier. About being bi. Would a shot to the heart be a love crime? Yes. Yes, it would. That's true, Melissa. Ice cream never hurt anybody. Lactose allergy intolerance has left the chat. God, I am so insensitive. How could I be such a horribly problematic person? I almost forgot those were called bugs for a second. I was like, wait, where's the joke? This is a dad joke. And dad jokes are always an A+ from me. I love a good dad joke. Although, why are they called dad jokes? I feel like moms tell bad jokes too. Oh. Accidentally wholesome. Or maybe purposefully. Everyone just wants to be themselves. Oh. I'm kind of screening it. Maybe I should only take the ones that are Reddit. See, this one says PBS, and PBS doesn't post peenies. Oh, God. Wait, what flag is this? I still found it funny. I don't know my flags. I know, I'm not screening them. There's only 15. I can't open the Tumblr ones because those might be peepees. Okay, I promise next time we'll go through memes that won't be peepees. Oh, it's Australia. Sorry, Australia. Okay, but for real, all you UK people, legitimately, what is up with your food? I don't get it. How can this be? What is it? What's the big one? Well, the UK has good curries, but bangers and mash? Can someone tell me what a banger and mash is, please? It sounds like a sex act. Are you into the banger and mash? Potatoes and cheese? Beans on toast? Wait. Sausage and mashed potatoes. Okay, this is like 18 different dishes. Are you guys trying to mislead me? Because it's working. Oh, black pudding? Isn't that the one with blood? I can't do it. I can't. Okay. Don Dorian, bangers and mash with sausage and mashed potatoes. That sounds like a very confident answer, so I'm going to go with yours. Sounds good. Maybe it's all right. But, like, is that the UK, like the famous UK food? I shouldn't really talk because America does not have good food either. Like, what is American food? Hamburger? I legit am stumped. Apple pie? American is apple pie. Just don't have flattering names. Okay, fair enough, Rip Brad. Fish and chips. Oh, I like fish and chips. America has no good food, girl. Go to the South. That's true. No, I'm not saying America doesn't have good food. That's not what I meant. I meant that America doesn't have like an official, nationally, everyone rallies around one food. It's very regional, which food tends to be anyway. I have to go to Louisiana for a conference in October, and I'm really excited because I love Creole. Cajun, yeah. No, believe me, I have good taste in food. I just don't like whatever American is. I really like Southern food. That's like as American, I guess, as it gets. And I like Japanese food is one of my favorites. Oh, yeah. Pretty much anything out of Asia is good. I'm digging it. Pizza. Can't go wrong with pizza. Burritos originated in America, really? Is that fake news? It sounds just weird enough to be true. American food is slop, basically. Oh, goodness. Well, we all love our slop. Everyone needs a little slop now and then. Oh, yeah, Latin food is good. Alligator in Louisiana. Yeah, I haven't had alligator, and I'd try it once. But I would feel weird about it. Fried butter. Fake news. Okay, the burritos was fake news. Do not spread this misinformation on the internet. Oh, barbecue. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, guys, you're making me hungry. Yummy. Better PC chair. This is like a ergonomic chair. For old people like me. I need support for my back. It's always going out. Actually, my boobs are very heavy, to be frank, and I really do need back support. Bras should have like a built-in back strap. Like, you are not going to be bending over with this thing. It's perfect posture. I guess that's what a corset does, huh? It's like, so uncomfortable. They should make floaty boobs. They do make floaty boobs. It's called boobs in a pool. That's why I like swimming for exercise. Because it's like I have no boobs, kind of. Kind of. They're floaty. Oh, I always need a back massage. Let me tell you what. Neon Reverb Radio. Thank you for the donation. Been a fan for ages. You rock. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. Oh, I missed one here. Lander 486. Sorry, I missed your super chat. I was messing around with memes. Just wanted to say your aesthetic is visually brilliant, and I've enjoyed the banter you've facilitated. Thanks for sharing your time with us. Wow, that was too nice. There's nothing brilliant happening here. But I appreciate the compliment. Yeah, line. It's basically a corset, like a bra with a built-in sit-up straighter. Because one of the hardest things for me is the slouching. Because it's when you're top heavy, it's just like easy to sit like a dumbass. What's offensive to Italians? I like offending Italians. Who are we offending? Give me an honest. Weightlift, like deadlifts, could really help with back pain. Cozy. I did do weights for quite a while, and it did help a little bit, but it didn't make back pain go away. Let's just say. Swimming is the closest I've come to like being able to exercise without, you know, all of that business. Oh no! Elias, thanks for the super chat. Threw my back out and lay down on the floor right now. No! Someone needs to get Elias some nice back therapy stat. I don't know how to help someone whose back is hurting. I'm like, I can just look at it really nicely. Hope it feels better. I don't want to touch you because I will break you. Yeah, exactly. Gonflavels, swimming is like anti-gravity. Ooh, I love it. Thanks, Julia. That's so sweet of you. No, except in the hot tub streams, they're not literally in the hot tub. They're just like standing in a hot tub. If I did a hot tub stream, I would be fully submerged. Just my head right here. Hey, guys. Zelvin, my back hurts today. Sorry about that. My back hurts often. But that's why we have swimming. Muscle relaxers. Oh God, Mark. I was given muscle relaxers for my job because for a while I was like grinding really hard when I was really stressed out. That shit was no joke. I was like, what is happening? It made me really moody too, actually. I was like suddenly so mean all the time. They were like benzos, I think they call them. My friends who do drugs are like, people pay a lot for those drugs. It's like, well, these are my back treatments. I mean, jaw treatments. I've never taken it for my back. Guys, I would love to have a hot tub. One day when I'm very rich and I can buy a hot tub, then I'll do a hot tub and I'll talk to you from here. Oh, Jordan Peterson got addicted to those? Really? I did not like them. Oh yeah, benzodiazepines. That's the one, Equilibrium, yeah. I did not like the feeling. No, I only took it for like a week. And I was like, everything's foggy. I don't like this. I ripped all my muscles in my lower back in high school, and the older I get, the more it hurts. No! Big Ben, I'm so sorry. That sounds horrible. Ripping all the muscles in your lower back sounds like a nightmare. TENS unit. Yeah, Crazy Fire. I have heard that can be really helpful. My mom has arthritis, and she recently had her hip replaced, and she's been using a TENS unit, and I think it's really helping her. No, I did look static. Hot tubs are like 10 grand or something. People use the little blow up ones, but look, I'm not trying to flood, have trauma and accidents from a hot tub. I don't trust those little blow up floaty pool ones. But maybe they're better these days, like they have a nice inflatable hot tub technology. I have not tried acupuncture for Spay. I have heard that it can be very effective for some people. No, guys, I don't use benzos for the record. My doctor prescribed them to me. I took them for a week and I said, no, this is hell. I'm moody and I can't feel anything. So I got rid of it. Don't worry. I only take the medications that are very important, such as my inhaler. Thank you, Creative Minds. Thanks for hanging out. It was nice to see you, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Oh, my back hurts. It will rain later today's status. Oh, God. Valerian root. No, I have not heard of that. Pale purple. I need to find a better system for doing the memes because the rest of these I cannot confirm that they're not peepees. And I don't want to get the ban hammer so fast. Like, if I'm going to get banned, I want to, like, really earn the ban. Do you know what I mean? Green Evil has hosted me with a viewer. What does that mean? Hi, Green with Evil. I gotta learn all this Twitch stuff, man. Anti-PP memes. No, you guys would never do an anti-PP meme. Dude, located. Do not put it past the internet. There was like a point when my videos were doing crazy views and like everyone was mad at me and whatever. And people would just make straight up shit up and put it in like news blogs and stuff. Just straight up make shit up. Let's just write some stupid, dumb, not true at all shit. I'm like, okay, I guess that's how news works on the internet. If you're gonna do internet things, you just have to accept that people are gonna write lies about you constantly and find the humor in it. That's all you can do. Oh, Lissa, that's so sweet of you. I am seeing your message. My feed is just a little bit, or your guys' feed is a little bit behind me. Oh yeah, I'm a big fidgeter. I need something to do with my hands while I look at the PP memes. Save the PPs. This is now a save the PPs stream. We have to do this. This is important. This is ruining our world. Hey, Hydro, thanks for switching from YouTube. Yes, this is the way to go. Twitch is where it's at. We're gonna be doing a lot of Twitch. Gonna be twitching. Why is it called Twitch? YouTube I thought about. Twitter I've thought about. Facebook I've thought about. Why is Twitch called Twitch? Is it like gaming? Something to do with your hand while saving the peepees? Looking at the peepees. Love the peepees. Wow, we have a lot of peepee activism happening in the chat. Yeah, it used to be Justin TV, and that's when everyone who went live had to talk about Justin, right? Like, if you didn't stream about Justin, you got banned. But I don't know what Twitch stands for. Okay, so it is about reflexes and Twitch muscle fiber for gaming. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm ready to Twitch. The glands. Wow, pale purple knows the way to my heart. Get that medical terminology going. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Just making sure I did all the things that I wanted to post. I'm disappointed with the meme review. I need a meme system. I need a high-tech super meme system. You know what I mean? That sounds like garbages outside. My high-tech super meme system will be a trash can. First-person shooter players. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Way back. When I ever get breast reduction surgery, I've thought about it. I follow the reduction subreddit. And every day I'm like, I could have small boobies. I probably shouldn't follow it. I'm uncomfortable with a lot of things about a breast reduction. But I'm sure it's mostly unfounded fears because people on that subreddit seem very happy. Oh, thank you. I love chocolate. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, I could open up the memes off screen, but I don't want to have to like sit here for 5 minutes and go through them and just leave you guys hanging. Or is that like a normal thing to do? How do I be a pro streamer? Oh, that would be cool, Delunas. An app for having mods filter submissions. I feel like there's gotta be a way to do it. To do a high-tech meme stream. I just like thought of it 10 minutes before I went live and didn't have enough time. A meme assistant? Are you thinking I'm running some fancy production here? Let me call in my meme assistant. Do what makes you feel good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Concerns about reduction would be sensitivity loss, and I'm worried that I would not feel like it was my normal body anymore or something. That sounds really dumb when I say it out loud. But like, I've always had this body, and if I suddenly had it very different, I would be like, maybe I wouldn't like it. I don't know. I have reservations. Oh, that's a good idea. Control-Alt. Share the Google Sheets with a mod review. Big brains on this guy. Or girl or non-bin. Sorry. I should never assume a gender. Alright. I'm going to see if a mod will help me with that. I feel like there's got to be like a high-tech solution. Like, something that'll like say, pee-pee alarm going off for this picture. Do you know what I mean? Where's the pee-pee alarm? That's what I need for a meme review. For my meme stream. Oh, just get boobs added to your back. Okay, cool. I will note that. Control-Alt. PB did. I feel like that's gotta exist. There's gotta be some kind of porn filter. Yeah, I could have two browser windows open. The low-tech solutions, I just want to dive in. No. Why? Why? It cut to black. The hell? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I can relate to getting used to your body being one way and then it's another. I used to have long hair, but when it started falling out, people kept telling me to shave it. I split the difference and cut it shorter than I like it. Yeah, I guess haircuts are one way. Boobs feel more permanent. Oh, we're back? Okay. Should I yell really loud? That's strange that the video went out. I don't know. Technology, how does it work? I'll ask a person. Speak louder. Really? Like this loud? I don't want to hurt your ears. I could if I wanted to, though. I have that power. I just wouldn't. Yeah, boobs don't grow back like hair. That would be some next level shit. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't like on my end, I'm not getting any gaps in your guys' chat. Like I'm seeing everything smoothly and never cut out. So I'm wondering if it's not Streamlabs or something between me right here and your computer. Something. But my internet does occasionally cut out, but usually only like once or twice a week. So it would be weird for it to cut out right now. That's true, laughing daffodils. Boobs can come and go surgically. Cool. Okay. It might just be Twitch. All right. Good to know. So on my list, I gotta watch the Star Wars. Honestly, I can't promise that one. Because the Star Wars sounds hard. Because I tried it once before. She-Ra and Invincible, though. I'm into those. Those sound fun. Cam Girl Bell. Oh, that was in reference to the... I don't know why I make myself obscure notes that I can't handle or understand later. Star Wars is a boring series, Rip Rod? Okay. At least one person sees me. Oh, Forecaster, I would totally get banned off the internet if I... if I streamed Star Wars. The only way I could see that working is if it's like collectively start at the same time. Which my friends and I tried to do once and it was horrible. Wouldn't recommend. Oh, Invincible is really violent. I thought that I couldn't handle violence on TV. And then I started watching Westworld, which is another series I really like. Westworld is extremely violent, and I also like it. Does that make me violent? Does that mean I could handle Invincible? I don't like movies and stuff that are really shooty. Oh, a watch party. Okay. Yeah. I will prioritize that, Electro Tooth. I do not want any children in this chat. Favorite series of either books or movies? Equilibrium. Probably one of my all-time favorites, and I know this makes me basic, but whatever, is Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings. I watched that series. I watch it like at least once a year, every year. Harry Potter too, but in my old age, I've come to enjoy Lord of the Rings more. The thing is, like, I still don't know anyone's names in Lord of the Rings. So I can't talk about the movie even though I've seen it a million times. Like, I don't know what that character's name was. There's too many names. That's not basic. I'm not basic. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's so many characters. It's really hard. They're all called Gandalf. It's really hard to keep track of. That's what I'm going to do from now on, Pale. I'm just going to call them all Gandalf. You haven't seen Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, Tutu? Dude. You got to get on that. That would be fun. Wait, so can we watch movies on Twitch? Because that'd be really fun. Oh, thank you, me, myself, I. That's so sweet of you. I like how YouTube has, like, people coming through that watch my videos. And then Twitch is just, like, very off the wall. It's like wholesome YouTube and off the wall Twitch. Is Gandalf a gilf? Oh yeah. Gandalf is not just a gilf. He is the gilf. Elias, thank you for the super chat. Do people ever develop unguided feelings for you, like a crush, since you are very open about sex? Probably. But like I said on the last stream, someone asked me something to this effect last time. But like I said before, I've not really had any issues with people disrespecting my boundaries or anything. About that kind of stuff. The worst shit I've dealt with on the internet is from, like, really insufferable political people. That's, like, that's all my internet trauma is from that side. Not from people who are like, you're cute, I have a crush on you. Gandalf is the archetypal gilf. Oh, yeah. I'm glad we're all in agreement, because honestly, if you guys didn't agree on that, I would really have to question myself. Why am I here? What am I doing? Who are these people? Mega gilf energy. Yes. Harley, thank you for the super chat. After a discussion with my wife, she thinks you should still work to getting at your doctorate. We agree that you're shortchanging yourself. Oh. You know, I go back and forth on it. I really do. And maybe one day I'll do a PhD. I think I'd be good at it because I really love to just sit by myself and read and write a lot. So there's that. But it's all about the job prospects, man. Have you seen the statistics about people who try to go into academia? Very hard to get a job. And that's 6 years of basically working for free. And you know what else I found out? When I was looking into PhD programs, a lot of these programs do not allow you to have a job while you're a student. So these bitches are going to pay you 20 grand a year to teach full-time at the school and say, sorry, you can't have a side hustle to pay your bills. Academia ain't what it used to be. It's different now. It would give you a lot of credibility with the doctorate and something you could do well, and many people follow your advice. Yeah, that's true, but in order to do something that would actually help with giving people advice, I'd have to probably go into a more psychology therapy route. PhDs don't necessarily train you to do that unless it's a clinical psych or a clinical PhD. The PhDs that I looked into were more about communications, technology, AI. And I have not ruled those out. But at the very least, I do not think that I would do a clinical psychology thing because I don't want to be a clinical psychologist. And it's very competitive, and yeah, it really is, like, at the end of the day, I mean, maybe clinical psychology is better. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud here. Maybe it is better because you can do a job that isn't in academia. Because a lot of PhD research jobs, you know, they prepare you to be a researcher or professor, and, you know, you go to school for 6 years, then you fight with hundreds of other people to try to get one job that pays you like 30 or 40 grand a year. Do adjunct for 10 years, don't get tenure, you know? That's part of why I was like, this doesn't seem worth it. Have you considered a PhD abroad? In my limited experience, the situation is not so fucked in the Netherlands, where I'm from. Vector, I have a little bit. I've thought about that. But not as much as I've looked into PhDs here in the US. Go off the grid and live off the land. I would love that. Do you make any money on your old videos, or did the new YouTube rules screw that up? I don't really make much money on YouTube, unfortunately. That's why I can't really like afford to upload all the time, because YouTube pays so little. If you upload like every single day, then maybe you can start to make enough ad rev to survive on, but shit, what am I going to upload every day? I'm an elementary teacher, and it's very difficult in education. They don't pay enough. Student teaching is like indentured servants, little most stressful year of my life. 40 hours of work and full-time student at the same time. Yeah, exactly, Emily. It's really messed up the way that we treat, yeah, exactly, me, myself, and I. Education is broken. Like, the way that we treat teachers and all of this is, it sucks. And I honestly don't really know what to do about that. Like, I always thought that I would go get my PhD and work in academia or become a teacher or something, because I love that. But I'm just squicked because people are so shitty to me online all the time, and they like scour your social media. One controversial opinion, and like I said, a lot of videos about vaginas and whatever. So it doesn't mean I couldn't get a job. It just kind of limits it to the point where I wonder, like, is going to school for 6 years and living off 20 grand or 25 grand a year in a big city, is that really feasible? So that's where my head's at with it. But I haven't, you know, I'd be lying if I said I was totally decisive about anything. Right now I'm just like, well, I'll just play on the internet for a while and try to figure it out, because I did have a corporate job, but the guy that I was going to have to work with was really an abusive asshole. Like, verbally abusive to employees and stuff. It was really bad. So I was like, oh, well, great. I found myself a good job in the real world, and now there's this shit. Everyone wants to text me while I'm live. No one cares about me, and then I go live and everyone wants to say hi. You know, Brett, public health is the one area that I think I could probably be okay. Public health, yeah. And I might do that. For public health, though, you can't go straight to PhD. You have to do your master's in public health. And that is, of all of the paths that I've considered, that is one of the ones that I've not been like, no, this isn't going to work. I love public health. It really is a wholesome field. I especially like public health communication. And actually, USC has a health communication degree that you can get. And that might qualify me to like work with the public health department or do some research, public health research. So I might do that. Yeah, me, myself, and I, yeah. I mean, my videos are just, they're kind of controversial. And like maybe someone will be fine with it. But giant bureaucratic institutions who have to peg their reputation to your name don't want to deal with people who are in the influencer sphere. And unfortunately, I just became that. Like, it just happened. And so, you know, the past few years have been like, what do I do? What do I do? And I have let go of my like need to just constantly be like working and all this stuff because I wasn't healthy. I wasn't happy. So partially right now is me just like, oh, I'm finally in a good state of mind. Like I'm in a good place. Let me try to figure things out. What the fuck is health communication? Dirty. That is like what everything you've heard from the CDC throughout this whole pandemic is health communication, and it's been bad. There's a really, one of the reasons why I think, you know, public health could be interesting is because there's a really big gap between media, digital, social media stuff, and these super smart public health experts. Like the communication of things is so bad in public health. It's honestly astounding. So that is like an interesting niche that talking about vaginas and being canceled 12 times probably won't affect me too bad. I don't know. Deborah So. Yeah, I'm familiar with her a little bit. I'll look her up too. She left academia. A lot of people leave academia. And I interviewed many people when I was trying to decide if I was going to do a PhD or not. And for a while I thought I would, but honestly the prevailing sentiment was, oh, I got my PhD a few years ago and I still don't have a job. You know, all my friends, like while I was doing Sex Plus stuff and being everywhere, they were all getting their doctorates. And they're working like 4 adjunct jobs, going crazy right now. Getting paid like $2,000 to teach an entire semester of work at a big university. It's like, what? That is actually so messed up. And these are like smart, wonderful, hardworking people, you know? There's just too much supply, not enough demand. I'm still live. Morty's like, are we gonna have dinner? I'm streaming right now. It's stream time. What do I do? Be Lacey, be happy, healthy, Lacey, please. I don't care if you go Twitch or OnlyFans or go back to the points. Just please don't become anyone's puppet. I won't, Daffodils. If there's one thing that I have managed to not do, it's to become someone's puppet. And I have paid somewhat dearly for that. Just like quitting jobs and stuff because I'm like, this is not my vibe. So you do what you have to. Advanced degree debt is no joke. Yeah, that's the problem with the master's route, is that masters are really expensive. A lot of PhDs are funded. You can get research funding for it, but public health, usually not. I'll go soon. You guys don't even know. I used to do 24-hour streams on Blog TV. I'm not doing a 24-hour stream right now, but y'all don't even know how Serious I am. I am a serious streamer. I'm a pro streamer with a meme stream. It doesn't sound healthy. It's not. It wasn't. I only streamed 24 hours for charity. So there's that. No, I'm not going to do a 24-hour stream today. But maybe in the future I'll do a 24-hour stream for charity. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I used to stream 24 hours like every few months. We'd stay up all night, raised a ton of money for really good organizations. Oh yeah. Why are Americans so uptight about sex? Ah, Eric, I see you're doubling up. I'm on to your ways, Eric. It's probably because this is a country that was colonized by Puritans. Literally puritanical. So we have a very deeply entrenched history of sexual oppression, repression, and not very much healthy sexual expression. Oh yeah, we're throwing back. But yes, it is a complicated question, but in a nutshell, we have a strong history of being puritanical. Yeah, it goes beyond sex. It's true, Nadine. It's like about control, controlling people. Stream Machine. Thanks, Living Good. Yes, I will be live streaming regularly. So I'm gonna go get some food. But if you haven't followed me on Twitch, please do so. Because I am going to be streaming there mostly in the future. And I'm hoping to get, a few followers so that when I go live that there will be some people to talk to on Twitch when I don't do it on YouTube too. So follow me there. What am I going to have for dinner? Probably something from Trader Joe's. That's my, it's getting kind of late and I need to eat food before it gets super late food. 420 likes. Blaze it. I hope someone's blazing it in honor. Oh, no. Oh, that's awesome. Subjective experiences. That is awesome. Yeah, so thank you for hanging out with me, guys. This was super fun. And I won't be here next Thursday because I'm going to see my parents in Sacramento. But the week after that, I'll probably stream twice. Not sure what days, so hit me up on Twitch and I'll post it there. And I'll think about those videos too. And if you have some ideas or you want to help me with my stream because I'm really bad at it, you should send me an email on my website. Thank you guys. I will, Eric. Thanks much. Thanks for modding. Thanks to my mods. You're awesome. And we will do this again. And thank you for the last minute super chat, Harley. Before, where do I send the info to get a signed book? You can email me, Harley, if you go to my website, laceygreen.tv. Shoot me an email. I'll get you a signed book. All right. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you when I'm back.